Well, good afternoon, good evening, good day, happy, happy holiday, folks. Um, Welcome to SKTV, SKTV LIB. Let's share the show, please, as you join us. Welcome to today's edition. We are just stopping by really quick to let you know that we are starting the Christmas and the New Year. Happy holiday to you. This is a very, very brief, brief. Let us know where you're following from, please, as you join us. Oops, what are they trying to do? Uh, Let us know where you are following us from. We are on SKTV LIB. Let us know where you're following us from, please. If you have not subscribed, go to the YouTube, go to SKTV Live and SKTV LIB. If you have not subscribed, go there, please. Let's share the show. Joseph Binda. Yes, let us know where you're following us from. Um, Let us know where you are following us from, folks. And let's share the show. Give me 1 second here. Oh, okay. I have the option to share from this. Sorry, guys, I wasn't seeing the show, but it told me that I could share from here, so I'm going to share from here. Let's share the show, folks. I believe they're still working on the security features from SKTV. Um, we were ready to go last night, but then but let's share the show first. We were ready to go last night, but I'm not sure it's not up and running as of yet. So let's share the show. Let's share the show, folks. Please help us share the show. As we get into the new year, we are definitely going to be doing some different things, and we are going to be operating bigly. Donald Trump would say we're going to be operating bigly. We are going to be doing things big. Let's share the show, folks, as you join us. As you write, we'll be recognizing you. We'll recognize all of our viewers and our followers. Send this person the wrong thing. I would have to delete it. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. Please, let's share the show. Sorry, folks. Let's share the show while we're doing that. Um, let's share the show, folks. It feels good to be back. Let's share the show. It feels really, really good to be back. I don't know why I'm not getting this signal here. All right, let's share the show, folks, please. And please. And please. Like I said, we'll be recognizing those of you who's um, checked in. If you say something, more likely so we'll recognize you. But let's share the show. Some interesting things are happening. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. Please help us to share the show. Let me see now. Let's share the show. All right. Give me a second, folks. I will be. Okay. Sorry, guys. I haven't been too well. As a matter of fact, I've been having, you know, I've been having blisters on my lip. I've been too well. But hey, I'm grateful. I feel much better now than I did a few weeks ago or a few days ago. I'm thankful. Let's share the show. Let's recognize one or two people here who's checked in. Cyrus, Mane, welcome. What's up, Cyrus? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Joseph Binda. Joseph Binda says, Merry Christmas, Merry Xmas to everyone from Seattle, Washington. Joseph, I need to visit that Seattle, Washington there. That's Seattle there. Yeah, that's Seattle there. I heard not easy. His mother's son, Patrick, is following. Felicia, is that Jeppo Johnson is also following. Regina Wilson is following. As she is watching from Philadelphia. Greet our people from the city of brotherly love. And then Sheikh Faleku is following. He says, hey, big bro Moses. Simpson G. Dennis says, good evening to you, big brother, big brother Simpson G. Dennis from Liberia. Queen Mom's Right is watching. Joseph Conto is watching from SKTV, Silver Spring, Maryland. I was in Silver Spring, Maryland a couple of years ago, and I played soccer there. I played in a very, very big tournament there. Love it. It's a very diverse city. Um, Predominantly, I would say Ethiopians. Yes, I would say if I'm correct. Ethiopians, the Ethiopians plenty there. Let me put it that way. Yes. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is some Ethiopian connection going on our end, but I will start there. But Ethiopians are many there. Ethiopians are humongous, gigantic there. The population is huge. So a lot of Ethiopians, and maybe Joseph Konto can confirm it. But Liberian women are still the most beautiful women. But Ethiopians, it's a full of people fun. The Liberian boy is a full of people fun. Anyway, I will not go there because we're about to end the year. I won't get any noise with Liberian women. Joseph Kondo, my man, we call it Silver Spring, Maryland. I know that spot very, very well, bro. Edward Brooklyn says, y'all coming discuss JMB health again? Mr. Kenneth, welcome. Welcome to today's edition. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
We are here. As you know, I feel a little tired because we were up late last night.
Me too, man. I was still sleeping.
Yeah, you got my calls, right? You know how we call you to give you our time.
Yeah.
But folks, I was just recognizing one or two people before we get into our conversation here today, because I know we haven't recognized our people yet. Edward Brooklyn saying we're coming to discuss JMB health today. Felicia says she's watching us from Kentucky. Edwin Lucas say, any news from the hospital about JMB? We need updates. Nelly Calon says, hey, Steve. Lucretia Gibson is watching from Kenneapolis. I think it's North Carolina. Oscar Dolo, is JMB still in the hospital?
The reporting that want JMB to die.
Yam
JMB will not die.
Say, hey, Steve.
All the people that are talking JMB still hospital, the people that want JMB, they're not United Party supporters. They're not JMB supporters. Let me tell you now.
Alexander,
the people who let to see JMB die, and JMB is not going to die because of you guys. So just stop it.
Alexander Boniface Emmanuel Hayes say, welcome back, SKTV. Josias Q Cooper say, what you're coming to tell us about JMB dead?
Yeah, they're putting that one JMB to die. Nonsense people.
Mullenberg says, thanks guys for the best informative show. And then Made in Liberia, Make a Difference in Liberia is watching from Philadelphia, but I guess that's on YouTube. Randall is watching. Yvette Cephas say, happy Saturday, Steve. Good to be back. Birthday Noah is following for his corner in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Let's move down. Glendale Gina says, we can't see your eyeball. Why you see my eyeball kolo now?
Yeah, because my own eyeball, my papa defeated.
Yeah.
Because I just woke up from sleep, my eyeball just my papa right now. So all looking the same way. When remember when students say, what's the score? Baby do like that.
William Colley, you're still looking for
eyeball not too clear right now.
Julius,
so we're on YouTube, right, Steve?
Yes, Julius Godwin Jr.
Are we?
I've not done your medical check yet. Discuss JMB health. Most of you guys are
Steve.
sick mentally. Yes, we are.
We're on YouTube?
Yes, I've seen a couple of people coming from there. So
okay, let me double check. Oh yeah, this person Samuel Hollywood is on YouTube.
Patrick Wallace. Now you see that we're not feeling too well. Go easy with JMB and stop wishing his death. Emmanuel Jackson.
Okay,
Everyone don't mind this low level guys that fool CPP/ANC.
you know what?
Yeah.
You don't have to read the stupid comments when you
No,
insult
no,
other
we have
people.
to,
Yeah, you don't read that.
we have to acknowledge the stupid people.
You don't have to read. No, you can acknowledge them, welcome them, but you don't have to read their
At
comment.
the end of the year, we promote these stupid people free of charge. 2 for 1. You get one stupid people, we'll get you 2 free. 2 for so that's what we're doing right now. So anyway, folks, because of time's sake, we might not be able to run through everybody's name. Sorry, please don't get very off. Yeah, we're having show.
Easy. Oh, you see, other one you costing me. I can't start banning someone else.
No,
But anyway, let's work on them today.
Yeah,
the one that cost me.
We banjo it today.
But let me tell you something.
You found one stupid person.
All the one that can come and be asking for JNB health and be asking, oh, what JNB finish down that the Solomon Swan. Everybody will stand up. They say they are mother, then they are father, then they are pig. And they are said to the pig because they say they are sons. They are sons of a swan. Sons of a swan. So they want there when they come here, it's okay. We got to acknowledge.
Why are you doing that quick? Let me get my soul blunt because I see you taking something.
Oh, yeah, my picking doing my hatchai here. Is he here?
Yeah, let me get my soul blunt real quick. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, so blunt. We good. Yeah, so blunt.
Seku will be introducing himself. We'll be right back. I'll be.
Get your so blunt, my man. Get your so blunt. We good.
I gotta get it. Don't even check.
You shouldn't mind Steve. Steve is just jealous guy. Because he see me drinking my hatay now, so he's jealous. He wants to get his so blunt. So, folks, we want to welcome all of you back again to SKTV. Like we said to you, SKTV original platform, we are doing maintenance and we will be back on that, but we can leave you hanging. As a matter of fact, once it's done, like we are doing right now, we're going to be sharing on all of our platforms, whether it's SKTV Live, Instagram, YouTube, and also my personal page, Seku Kene, also will be sharing. Because you know what? There are a lot of people who can be missing our show. So they don't even know where to find out sometimes. So those who are on my personal page, all of you are welcome. Like we have told you, our idea is basically not about how many person we see on the screen. We don't care. As long as you get a message, that's what we care about. And we see people, watching on multiple platforms. So, however we can do, whatever we can do to make sure you receive the information, that's what we care about. But we want to encourage all of you in the meantime, since SKTV LRB is going to be based in Liberia for the most part, we encourage all of you to click, like, and follow SKTV LRB. The name is SKTV Liberia. So it is SKTV LRB. Share the show. Share the show and share the show. Also, yesterday was a Friday. I think two people sent us contribution yesterday, even though we did not do a show. We want to take this time to tell them thank you. Appreciate them. Say thank you so much for doing that. Beyond that, we have been away for a little bit, and we want to inform you that not because we are not being on the show. It doesn't mean that we've been sleeping or we are now actually following what is going on. Today, I can see the the topic. What's on your mind? What is on my mind is the level of infighting within the Unity Party and the incoming government.
But Mr. Conneh, when I even start the show, you
you left me, so I got to.
No, I get back to you.
No, you say what's on your mind, so I can talk. What's on my mind? Because you want to start talking and start talking.
No, but before we get to that, you know.
Okay, but then let me be quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah, you will be the first person I will get to what on your mind. But before
but you're not here, so what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna talk.
What you need to do is I will find you and I will ask your people because I went to collect so blank.
But where's Sarah and all the guys? They're not coming on today. You send the link to Brazilian Monk?
Yes, I sent it to them. Yes, I sent it to them, and they should be joining us soon. Yes, they should be joining us soon. I even posted in a what they call to check and see. I posted in something, so it should be there, you know. But Mr. Conneh, quick update. We are getting unconfirmed report, folks. Before we get to Mr. Conneh, what's on his mind, we want to clear this out because you know what's socially out there. We're getting more details. What's socially out there, we need to pay attention to it. We have told you guys over the years. Some people don't like for us to say this publicly, but we can say it because Ali will not live long enough to see some of these things, and will not read Bible enough. Some of who are Christian to understand it. That your forefather, Abraham, and his wife Isaac could not get rid of the issue of you cheating and you marry. They couldn't find that one. That you're able to find it. They'll bring you report, unconfirmed report that we are getting about Lopu and Kema. We have even gone as far as trying to dig deep in our reporting to go to the archive to find out if Kema was truly married. You got married in the month. Last thing what you can do in a check. Let me tell you today. That one I go on. You might get a government on too. Because God said acknowledge the government. When you read Romans 13, it's there. You know the thing about SKTV, we can talk here, When they plot a legal issue there, we can talk it. We are getting a report that Keman, there is no record in the archive of Keman being married to the guy. The one you do in the check, I go on. Do the government. If not so, you'll be government boom. And so if this is confirmed, then we'll reach out to the guy who was arrested by the government to determine, because the government police arrested him, to determine why he was arrested. If they think not legal, then they make out a legal case against the government too. So we want to update you on that one for. What I want to tell you on my mind, because we are following everything. You're bouncing around. I say, man, I'm bounce. You think you can own somebody child, and I say your man change somebody child or your man hold them start running there, and I say your man do that, but make sure you are legit. And you go before you be passing around and bouncing, because when you bounce, it will bounce back. So, folks, we want to make sure we update you on that. You know, Mr. Conneh, I see some people writing, and the pastor now sort of married them, and the pastor will bring the pastor, and they went that one. Look, let me say this. You're not reading Bible. You're jokes. You're not reading Bible. The pastor rule, if two grown people decide, can't say they won't get married, the pastor rule is to marry them. And the Bible say what God put together, nobody should put a sinner. So what in the pastor should refuse? You want the pastor to disrespect God, or are you disrespectful to Jesus? How you want the pastor to be disrespectful? Some of you are not fear Jesus, eh? The pastor doing your job, and then you're there fighting the pastor who promoting God, changing them to do what they want to do. Two grown people decide to come. Don't leave the woman of God alone. The woman of God is doing her job. In fact, I stay with the woman of God for doing her job. I stay with her as a woman of God. She did her job, and she needed to even do more of marriages. Next time you put your life together. What are the woman, the pastor, the investigator? They're not serious. The pastor, the private investigator. So you leave the pastor alone. In fact, we'll be reaching out to that pastor. Maybe we'll look into it. We'll send her Christmas for doing God work. We'll send her something for the Christmas and the New Year for doing God work. Next time, you'll put yourself together. What you guys will get a woman hard time for? The woman is promoting God's work. She's doing her job. She married two grown people who decide to come and marry. What inside that one? Two grown men, women decide to come and go get married. Then the pastor should stay in the beginning, in the thing what God want to do. You're serious? You're not serious, though. You ain't even serious. Eh? But anyway, we'll find a story and we'll bring you more, as it unfolds. But in the meantime, you need to calm your mental tension. When you hear about relationship and people think they got it and be going around, it's important, especially when it comes to men and woman business. It's important for you to slow down and get your facts before you talk inside. Right now, as we can report to you, the way we're sitting down here, they say, Kimana government boom. Honina in the archive. Government know. Hey, yeah. The chair know. Government know. I tell you, so that there. Anyway, Mr. Conneh, we'll switch to the politics, but I see you laughing. Why not? Is it? You me there. Is it, folks?
No, I just been following and listening to you, and I also been following some text messages that coming to us.
Oh.
So SKTV is a platform that belongs to everybody, even including all distractors and detractors. You got distractors, you got detractors, right? But it belongs to everybody. And everybody get an area of concerns. So for those people who are concerned about the information about Joseph Nyuma Boagai, we are going to update you. Since that's what you want, we can't deprive anybody, of their right. Also, when you come here, you're here to come and get your part of the news. And since some of you are very, very, very much concerned about the whereabouts of the former vice president, now the president-elect. Some of you are concerned, at JMB Hospital, JMB are concerned, how JMB is doing, the man stay in the hospital. No, the man is no longer in hospital. To answer your question. Is the man stay sick? Yes, the man stays sick. Sick does not mean you got to be in a hospital bed. All of us walking with some sickness somehow. But JMB, once it became unbearable, he has to go to hospital to take care of himself. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. Is he okay for good? No. Is he coming back to the hospital? Yes. Just to inform. Since you really cared about this, for us, we thought this JMB thing, once he's no longer lying down with the sickness, we have to let him go. And the fact that he was kind of like missing from the public, so we thought it was necessary to let him be. But since the people are concerned that the only reason why they can come on SKTV is to get updated about JNB's, something. JNB is out. His face still look bad and sick. That's why they have to make up him every day to go out. So that, the way they came out the last time, after the election, when they took him from his house, when they put him out, that optics was very bad. The man's face was really, really, really bad. Some part of his face looked like burn, dark burn, or like somebody who get like a claw on their face. So that they have to now put makeup on him before they take him to public, which is normal for the white people that be seeing it on. I've not seen black president doing it. And the white people that have been saying mostly those news anchors and Donald Trump. That's why some days a Donald Trump makeup when if it goes bad or it went bad sometime in the past, you will see Donald Trump feel like yellow. Some day you will see a feel like some kind of baby. Some kind of even we should call it dog baby, right? So Donald Trump, yes, Donald Trump, we saw that with him. So Joseph Walker now, before you go anywhere in a public area or go for camera, they got to do the makeup. That is also to show that the man stayed sick and stayed not well and stay old for the camera. So they got to make him look fine, so that way he can look good. Secondly, GNB is going to go back. They just want to force everything for him to go for the inauguration. If you don't know a sick person, if you look at the video, I will play the video. If you look at the video where he had an interview, every time he sat by himself without talking, the mouth go twisted. That happened to people that got stroke or mini stroke. Since some of you don't have eyes to see for yourself, you need help. You need help from us. Yes. JNB mouth go twisted because he had a mini stroke. Beyond that, just one, I'm just updating you. Also, the left hand that it looked like this, still not well. Since that stroke, the left hand stay bad. So now that the hand was all the way hanging up there, people kind of talk about it a lot. And that video came out, a picture came out, people always putting the picture out there, putting that in circle, putting that in something. GNB now, just watch for now on. Everywhere you see in public, that hand will be in his pocket. That's what they told him to do now. So that left hand stay paralyzed. He can't use it. That's why even when he put his hands up, this one will be longer than this one because this one can't go all the way up because this one is disabled. The left hand is disabled. So those are the updates. We pray that maybe they will put a lot of massage on it. We pray that they will somehow, do some therapy and make sure that they massage this left hand good. The left hand can't even be straight. Yeah, it's disabled. The left hand. That's why it's in his pocket every time. So some of you who are our friends that when they did special show just to cost or insult us, want to say thank you. Want to appreciate you for making us famous more. Want to say thank you for always talking about SKTV and insulting me and insulting Steve. Me, I love it. I don't know about Steve, but Cyrus told me too. He love it. When you're causing, he be happy because every time you're causing, every time you mention him, Facebook love that. So Steve, that was on my mind because I believe that Liberian people, sometimes everybody get the, something they are concerned about. So to inform those people, let us just go and watch that interview that Joseph Walker had with VOA. Joseph Walker, every time he is not talking, the more go at it. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but just to tell you, the more go twisted. This all like that. That is because of stroke. But people then they like to hear it from me. They can't see for themselves. I'll play the video later on so that you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you get stroke, that's what happened. And then again, another thing on my sorrows is that Liberian people been looking for baby police. Now they got a baby police. Do you know that electoral commission is taller than Joseph Walker? I didn't know that. So now if you're looking for praying for baby police president, now you got baby police president. The little bugger is shorter than this guy. Even all the pictures that they're taking, they can twist the camera to make it a little bit taller. Or they do Photoshop to make it taller. So baby, now we got baby police president who is now well, who is sick, who has been deceiving the Liberian people that he's okay, who spent over 10 days in the hospital and did not eat. And now the man, the mafia can't help. So, Steve, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Conneh. Cyrus, really quick. Welcome to the show. Any update from the time, really quick, we'll go to Sekou for what's on his mind. I know he wanted to provide update based on some of these unspeakable elements that keep coming on here. 1 second, Cyrus. Even when you try to stay away from GMB's conversation or his health, some of these unspeakable elements who come on the name or the banner of different names and fake names and whatever it is, they try to, I don't know what the goal is for some of them, but hey, everybody got some kind of funny little agenda that, especially in the political scene here, they want to push. But Cyrus, what's up? Any update? Anything you heard from the Lopu story too as well? And Kipman, what is going on with them?
Yeah, so thank you for having me on the show. Let me say good evening to Mr. Conneh. Let me say good evening. Let me say compliments of the season. So yes, we good. I'm good, and Liberian women are the most beautiful women, and Liberian people are the most important people on earth. This is why SKTV is here to stay to protect Liberia from dangerous people who are being elected as leaders. So regarding the Lopu and Keman story, like what you say, unconfirmed report, I heard that as well. There, the woman who's now fighting the Keman is not legal with Lopu. She was never even legal. And inside the story also told us that she left the guy in question here because he was not financially, potent or financially strong. So she never had a time. So yeah, but these are the updates for now regarding that Lopu and Keman story. And Comrade Lopu is a revolutionary comrade. So yes,
yeah.
so
On that part, Comrade Lopu, unfortunately came out for that inside because Lopu said hey ha.
Oh, but when I see where you put the one in the news, I get the news, then they say I come in, I mean the one come in die.
That was I know challenging time. But also serious note on.
Yeah.
Lopu won. Lopu won hard to handle. Anyway, you see Lopu, either she dancing, she making music, she singing. Lopu are just something. Lopu are something else. Yeah.
yeah, and the thing is, Lopu has brought peace to this man, and all men love peace. Where peace is where you find men. So I mean, like Lopu has been doing some TikTok video way before the whole thing, or which has always since 2019. Lopu has been making this man happy. And Comrade
The
Keman.
person you shut up, man. You don't realize like that on camera.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so I'm good. So
yeah, they don't want to see your face. They want to see your fan face. But what happened with LEC? You stayed on somewhere now today with behind you is brighter, but your face we're not seeing it. It's just like somebody living.
So yeah, like LEC, where I sit.
Yeah, but they want better.
So
when
yeah,
I say
so
you stay treating that Gogu, you stay bluffing.
yeah, Mr. Conneh, we stay in my birth month, so I have to do.
Oh, so their birthday, yeah. The continuity, you're not government.
Yeah. So yes, so far that is the update with Lopu, and the Liberian people are expecting of their president-elect, even though we know that we have some elements who are in the space that criticize SKTV and call us the worst of names only because we decide to stand up for the Liberian people, which doesn't matter with us. We continue to do what we continue to do. And yes, they volunteer to clean the city campaign. The guys, they are still doing their work and they're doing extremely Great job.
Well, Sarah, the thing about it, volunteer to clean the city campaign for me, on a personal note, maybe somebody else could look at it differently, but from the way I look at it, it's hypocritical because they could have volunteered under the we-led government administration to clean the city, regardless of who's president, Monrovia or Monrovia, and people get sick, regardless of who president, and the issue of trash and dirtiness is not mutually exclusive to one government. So they could have done it. I think it's hypocritical. I think some people are looking for relevance. I think some people also want to look for a job or seek attention, whatever it is. But the bottom line is the optics are bad. It's hypocritical. So when Joe we were there, he's not human being. They couldn't volunteer to clean the city. Even though they criticized Jefferson Kochi, yes, we already know Jefferson Kochi couldn't do his job. But did you volunteer to clean the city and the government said, no, you can't clean the city? So it's hypocritical. I mean, say what you want to say, but that's just my honest view about it.
Let me disagree with you on that.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Because that is on Joe Weir and Joe Weir supporters. Joe Weir supporters were there. Joe Weir was one of the most popular person in the country. Joe Weir became president. Joe Weir supporters then supposed to go because of the happiness of Joe Weir being president. They supposed to go and clean the city to help Joe Weir. So if JMB supporters then they didn't do that, they were angry. They didn't want to see Joe Weir president, and then their person become president. For them to go and do that, there's actually nothing wrong with that. Actually, nothing wrong with JMB people going to clean the city. It doesn't mean that they're not doing it for Liberia. They're doing it for JNB. They're doing it to show that they are happy that JNB was elected, and that's nothing wrong. My only concern is whether it's going to be, on a consistent basis, whether they're going to continue to do it, not just the euphoria of winning the election, just 2 days, 1 or 2 days, 2 times. If they can do it consistently until long JMB become, continue to be president, that's fine. But because they didn't do it Joe Weir time, and they're not Joe Weir supporters. They do it for the DNB.
That's why it's hypocritical.
How is it hypocritical?
It's
hypocritical to support somebody and that's what
no. They clean it out. They said they should not be predicated on who wins the election, who doesn't win. They said they're doing it because they are happy that their person win the election. No, they're not doing it for happy. They are doing it for cleaning the city according to them to get the city of
clean the city for who?
A facelift for because JMB took over. So what they are saying in essence, the message they are sending in essence is let the city be dead for 6 years or 5 years. It's okay for Monrovia to be dead. We can criticize it. But once JMB wins, then guess what happens? Then we can now galvanize and say, let's volunteer to go clean. My point here is they could have done it as
that's why the word volunteer is there, Steve.
And give the country a facelift. Okay, so why didn't they volunteer? Volunteer?
That's a choice. You can choose to volunteer anytime you want to.
Okay, so that makes it hypocritical.
No, it's not. It's not hypocritical.
It is hypocritical.
It's not hypocritical. Let's say, for example, somebody will go on SKTV just to get whatever they want to get. They will not share the show. They will not do anything for SKTV because they want to come here for a purpose to listen.
Sure.
Some people they will go on other network. By the time they get there, the first thing they do, they'll share with all their friends. They want the friend to come there, they want to promote that platform. That's not hypocritical. That's what they choose to. That's why it's called volunteer. Volunteer is not compulsory. It's not forced. You do whatever you want to do, whatever that makes you happy. So I don't see it as hypocritical. I think that's their choice, and we should respect that. Everybody got the right to support whoever they want to support.
No, it has nothing to do with support. It has everything to do about the city being dirty.
They're doing it because, let me tell you what they're doing it for. They're doing it to tell you that we wanted him to be president, and Labra will be better, Labra will be clean, Labra will be looking good under this man. And our portion of contribution to make Labra better or clean Liberia, to help the enemy to make Labra look better and look good, is to volunteer to clean the city for him. It's nothing wrong with that.
So like you said earlier,
they said the country benefit. The country benefit from what they're doing. But they're not doing it for the country. They're doing it for JNB to show the JNB that this is our contribution to what the presidency.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that, Steve.
No. It's not an issue about wrong or right. I'm not using.
It's not hypocritical to me.
No, I'm not using wrong or right, because if we want to
You say hypocritical.
So let me agree.
If we want to use wrong or right in this context, then they have done the
we force the people to volunteer.
No,
I can force them. Volunteer.
I can force them, but at the same time, I reserve the right also to point out the hypocrisy.
Well,
Go ahead, Cyrus.
If that's how you see it, but that's not how I see it. I don't see
it. So let me agree with Mr. Conneh, Chief. I think one of the reasons they're doing this thing, the sole reason or the sole purpose of why they are doing it is because they are doing out of excitement that Bouaga won the election. And I think the same thing should have applied to the CDC when they were in power for 6 years, that even if Koji had not done the work, supporters of the CDC could galvanize themselves to volunteer as well, since they believe in Georgia and not Koji. It's true, because of Georgia, if Koji ascended to where he was sitting as mayor of the city. So, on this note, I think they are doing it out of their conviction that their president, the person they wanted, has been elected as president. I think, and let me agree with him on that. But in other news, the president waived the money that.
Come from Saros or what? Is it air conditioner? Is it a fan on or whatever they're making a noise?
I think so. I think that the fan or your location.
Yeah, I think that the fan making out. So somebody said we're going to talk about something.
So our office. So yes, the current president Georgia waived the money that the former defense minister were owing, according to him, he waived that. President Samuka, in all that news. But the Christmas, we in the festive season, and I think Liberians, again, the finance minister has not paid. I don't know for whatever reason, and they're not paying civil servant. I think they said they're constrained. So yes, Mr. Conneh, Liberians, they are equal and they can't wait for the inauguration to put their president. I don't know for how long you'll be in power, but I know because you're not stay long, you have to be in America again. In power for January 22nd. So they are eager. And yes, we're here. So we've been following all of the happenings in Liberia.
Yes, so just before we get to that too, also before we get to Sekou to tell us what's on his mind here. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Conneh.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Just before we get to tell us on his mind, as part of the updates from the week also, Gloria Musu-Scott has been convicted by criminal court along with I think 2 other people. And so in the reporting, it's big. It's really, really big. I think there were 13 jurors, 12 out of the 13 or 12 jurors. Please correct me if I'm making a mistake here on the numbers. 12 of those jurors, definitely went ahead and convicted her, and so 12 or 11 of them convicted her, and the rest of the people. So that's big. We are hearing from the corridors that they plan on appealing and taking it as far as the Supreme Court, but we know that there has been precedences wherein when cases are taken to the Supreme Court, in most cases, guess what happens? The Supreme Court
uphold the
ruling of the lower court. And so, very, very, very interesting things are happening. On the other front, in the United States, as part of the updates, President Donald Trump, most recently, I don't want to say won a legal battle through the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court ruled here that the case against him could not be, expedited as the Ministry of Justice wanted to have it expedited and to get a trial moving on really quick from insurrection. So I mean that's a little that's something that's developing also. McCarthy, if you remember, McCarthy was a former speaker who was from the Republican Party. He is stepping aside by January 31st from the Republican Party. So those are some of the interesting things that are happening here around the world. Also, the United States and Europe have decided that they will fund Ukraine, but they will use some of the billions of dollars that were kept in asset, that were frozen assets, from Russia, to be able to fund Ukraine, to give it to Ukraine, to fund Ukraine's war. And there's also been pressure here on Israel, for peace with Hamas, to stop the fighting or whatever it is. The pressure has been increasing in all of that. So lots of news, lots of things going on around the world. And today we'll talk shortly. We'll also listen to, we'll also listen to Jose Yuma Boaka's interview, I think with a VOA, if I'm not mistaken. And we definitely want to play for the Liberian for some of you who did not hear that interview. And we'll hear some of the things that Jose Yuma Boaka says to Liberia in the word, and we'll digest it. But let's get a segue about what's on his mind really quick. Then we'll get to Jose Yuma Boaka's interview and listen, folks. Sekou, what say you? What's going on?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that on my mind. And I think Liberian people also deserve to know. They want to know. And I think the interview was a very good interview. And I believe that Joseph Boakai made a lot of commitment. And he said that he will declare his assets, which is very good. But to what extent, how credible and how honest is it going to be? Because he can be trusted already because he's been lying on a lot of stuff. So if Joseph Boakai says he's going to declare his assets, how honest he's going to be on that, how truthful he's going to be with his people. Are they too going to declare their assets? Are they going to somehow release them by piecemeal, or are they going to declare their assets holistically? Are they going to actually inform the Liberian people about what Joseph Boakai really is or what he has? Joseph Boakai said he lives on loan, that he takes loan for his upkeeping. So doing the assets declaration, it will include the bank that he owed, how much he owed, so we'll know all of those things. If those things are missing, then that means the asset declaration will not be accurate. It will not be complete. It has to be everything. It has to include everything. That's one. So that is very, very big news for Liberia, for somebody becoming president to declare their assets to the Liberian people. We'll know generally worth. There are a lot of saying out there. Sometimes on Google, people printing their own stuff. People saying JNB a part of the millionaire, JNB got $1 million, JNB got this, JNB got that. So whatever JNB is, whatever he was, we'll see it. We'll see it. So JNB will know exactly how much he was and how much he has in his bank account, since he said he's living on loan. And one of the most important announcements in that, Joseph Boakai said they will audit the outgoing government. And that audit will also include his current vice president. Don't miss that. Don't get it wrong. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how far that audit will go, who all will be audited. If all branches of the government will be audited, that means Joseph Boakai's VP will also be audited. And how far are they going to go with the audit? How transparent? This is a very, very welcoming news.
Mr. Conneh, let me ask you this question before you go any further. Let me ask you this question. Does that mean Senator
You know what?
Preachers.
This girl left something in the microwave. He keep disturbing me. Let me go turn it off.
Yeah, go turn it off. So folks, Waseku is taking care of that. Does that mean? And I want you to think about this to the public because we're going to play the video here. Does that mean Senator Yombly will be audited from the Senate because she heads one of the committees there? Does that also mean Prince Johnson will have some kind of direct audit along with Senator Stephen Zago because they both were chairs at some point of defense in the Senate? So I'm pinpointing one or two things, Mr. Conneh. Are we going to see the entire Senate being audited in the House of Representatives?
That's why we need to know how far DNB's audit is going to go and how transparent it's going to be.
No, it's going to be transparent because from when we listen to it, you and I, when we listen to the interview, according to him, quote unquote, he wanted.
We're gonna play. So let people listen to it for themselves.
He wants credible firms, basically, in other words, that are not Liberian or whatever it is. He wants independent, international, credible firms to do the auditing, which I welcome. And I told you when we were watching, I said this is part of the interview. I must commend Vice President President-elect Joseph Yuma Boakai on. And I said I would say it publicly that I hope and pray he takes that step. And he's got my full support in that direction. This is not politics. This is what's right to do. And we must always stand with people when they do what is right. We must commend, appreciate, and openly support them in doing what is right. But Mr. Conneh, here's a question. Here's a question I have for you before you go any further. I want to go back to the Declaration of Assets. We saw President Joe, we are declaring assets. There was no one can say President Joe, we are didn't declare assets. No Liberian, nobody in the world can say it. But the assets that were declared was not public. So are we going to see public declaration of this asset? Or is going to be 2.0 of Joe we are or the same thing as Joe we are? So I wasn't thrilled. I wasn't excited about that.
That's why when I said we don't know how transparent it's going to be, you say it's going to be transparent. And for us, what we consider transparent would be Joseph Nima Boakai, an entire government declaring their assets that can be visible, that we can see it for ourselves. Transparency means that we're able to see it. If we can see it, that for me, it did not happen. If it's not visible, that means it did not happen. In my book, transparency means I have to see it.
Yeah, so
Lebron have to see it. Yeah, go ahead, Saros. Okay, Saros want to see something. You look like what's going on, Saros?
So Mr. Conneh.
Yeah.
Mr. Conneh, I got two questions in double faces. The two double face questions. And this is it. They are talking about declaration aspect and transparency is welcoming. But if the vice president elect, because he is the vice president elect for the president elect Joseph Boakai, if he's convicted, or if he's convicted, or if he's audited and he's found guilty, or maybe has found been found fault of corruption, all of that, will he be penalized by the Joseph Boakai government? That's one thing. Another thing is, if the vice president elect is being audited and he's being found fault on, will the vice president elect step aside? I mean, the question need to be answered because these are good questions for the Liberian people. Because we got to, so like what my chief Steve was saying, it cannot be selective. We go across because if you want to audit, you even audit the current senator of Amar Conneh, Senator Ebi Dara Delong, okay, he has been in the house and he's on committee or sport. So all of these people, if they are audited, are they going to be penalized? I would set a deterrent of a transparent government according to the president-elect. These are tough questions that we need to be asking ourselves and be finding the answer for them.
All right. That is a very, very, very good question, in my opinion. But the questions are very simple to answer. First, let us establish that an audit does not mean guilty. And audit too will not prove you guilty. If an audit is done, and then there's something called prima facie or probable cause, if that is found within the audit, reason for investigation, that will prompt an investigation. Audit is just for you to declare what you did, to show how you did it. If everything is fine, that's why it has to be with some level of independence on people being audited. So if the audit is done and then there is a probable cause for an investigation, they will investigate. And through that investigation, if something is discovered, such as criminal, then they will see whether they have sufficient evidence to prosecute whatever they have seen in there. So once now you are investigated, you are declared as person of interest, or somehow you are charged by the government, definitely whatever position you are holding, they will depend on the law, on the constitution, how that person can be prosecuted. Some country, for example, America here, you cannot institute criminal prosecution on a president while he stays in office. You cannot charge the president. I don't know how it goes for Liberia. Maybe we have to invite some legal scholars to come and really educate us on those things. However, the fact that an audit will happen and it's transparent and people are doing it, they are doing it from an independent standpoint. If that audit leads to creating a suspicion that Joseph Boakai, vice president, was involved with some form of corruption, along with Thomas Fala and other guys from the House of Representatives, then definitely, not only the court of law, we have to make some decision on them, but the court of public opinion, the Liberian people who want to know exactly what's going on, because you're not going to say you audit people or investigate people and then you found something wrong and then you just let it pass. See the problem? So you're going to see something, you're going to find something, but what are you going to do? Are you going to let it go or are you going to investigate it? Then if you're just going to let it go, well, then what is the purpose of the audit? If people are not going to be reprimanded for their wrongdoing.
What
So
about
yes,
Mr. Conneh?
yeah.
Let me infuse a question there to you because before you land, because I mean what you're saying, I agree with you. But we also have to look at the reality of Liberia and how things have gone in the past, right? There are precedences here wherein there's still audits with the current government. The audit reports are there. John Malu, who stood there with the Joseph Yuma Boakai camp, John Malu did audit reports. There are audit reports done by the GSC, other auditing areas over there. Even the report that came out from Transparency International, where Jeremiah Kun is indicted directly, is still with the president, on the president's desk. The question becomes, I agree with you, are they doing these audits just for routine thing? Because when I listen to Joseph Yuma Boakai, what he said, audits will be conducted as to ensure what we're getting and what's there. I agree with him partially. But if these orders come out to the public, and like you said, there are probable causes in there for investigation, where Joseph Human Barker muster the courage and say, listen, we want to go after this to collect the Labyrinth money. Are they going to do the same asset recovery thing with, like we saw Serena Seaforth and the other guys? I mean, Mr. Conneh, it sounds funny, but
yeah, you're right. But I think Joseph Barker was very clear. He said we're going to audit the current government. He didn't say they're going to go back. So those documents that are on the desk of the current president, that's not for the current government. That was for the government Joseph Barker served as vice president. And he did not say, and they generally did not ask the question whether or not Joseph Barker will investigate or the other report done by John Molo. So if Joseph Barker is available for questioning from the Liberian press, I believe they were asking that question. I'm not sure whether they will grant SKTV or any of our reporters, the opportunity to ask him questions. But if we were to ask him any question, it will include the auditing of the previous government before George Weah government. Like he said audit does not mean anything. It's just for you to come and talk about your stewardship as to how you did it. So Joseph Barker himself and his government, under Ellen, they should be able to audit themselves. So Gwen been talking something very, very important. Christmas is in few days. Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve, I guess. And we have our people back here. And we have our guys back home. Maybe we may not need it, but they need it. So we are asking everybody, whatever you can get, to send to SKTV so we can also put smiles on the faces of our people back there in Liberia, so they too can enjoy their Christmas. I know here in America and elsewhere around the world, people are not suffering, or people are not actually, worrying about what they're going to eat tomorrow, what they're going to eat on Christmas Day, where they're going to take their family. They don't worry about that. But people in that country, they are going through a lot. So it's not hurt us if we help support them. And also some of them going to be going out there, bringing you all the good stuff, from the Christmas celebration in Liberia there. So it'll be a good thing for everybody to somebody chip in whatever you can get, so we can send Christmas for our people back home. Like I said the last time when we talk about it here, a good Samaritan, one guy, sent us some stuff. We've been touching the people already. They already feeling it. And Christmas is tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So whatever you can lay your hand on to help us help our people back there. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, somebody just sent us $75. Thank you so much. And the person that been asking, whether we're doing this. Yes, we are doing it. Whatever you can get, whether it's Zelle or Cash App, send it to us. And if you can, that one mobile money you can do, you can also send it to Liberia. I will tell you to send it to. You can send to the guy here with the goggles, Saros Snell Mane. You can send it to him. He will let us know. We'll tell him how to distribute it. Yeah, but again, Steve, we were talking about, Patrick just joined us. So Patrick, how you doing?
Man, how you doing?
We're doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, so how's Kakatai's Magibi County?
Well, my Magibi County is okay. Everything is going on smoothly, and I much appreciate the citizens are responding to the FMAX and other training happenings in Magibi County with the coach. I think we will talk some today. Maybe can talk all, but we'll talk some today. So thank you so much, Honorable Sekou Kenneth and Steve, Cyrus, and others who are also watching live this podcast. I'd like to appreciate everyone for coming on and also for watching this podcast.
Yeah, Patrick. I hear say you from a city there, Kakata, that where I'm from. But man, let me ask you a
Okay.
quick. Let me ask you a quick question. The other question I come and ask you that social question. So they still get that roasted meat over there, red. The former IE club that used to have red over there. They still get that roasted meat era red over there. Red after you pop out, they changed it. It used to be supermarket back in the days, but they changed it now. I think they got Lone Star red there. But then the minute they said, the roasted meat water that they can sell goat meat.
I mean, what you trying to prove? You trying to prove to me say you know Kakata more than me?
Do
Come
that
on,
thing.
man.
With a kind of-
Stop doing that thing before I start talking about one
Talk about
of
Jerry,
Kakata.
the place is up a rate. Patrick, that my era still there.
Yeah. So thank you. So right around the place that you are describing now,
I can start asking
You know-
you about the play. What about my woman used to be telling me the chicken feed too,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're acting like you know the play more than me. Yeah.
so there's a gas station around the place.
Correct.
The total gas station,
correct.
and now there's no club around that place. The club that you're talking about is the former CCL club. CCL club is no longer there. So people still roasting meat around that same vicinity or around that same place. People are still roasting meat there, but it's not really an official place that is set for roasting meat. So Kakata has changed. And there are a lot of new structures. There are a lot of new things that are taking place or that the structures that are being invented in Kakata. So Kakata is not as it used to be. I think during your days in Kakata, you know, I can say some years back, the way now that Kakara is like, it's not the way it used to be during your days. But there are a lot of things here. And like you said, the rooster meat is still here, but some other new things are happening also. Yeah.
Yeah, and then right across the road there. I know they have some kind of late shot there where the manager call a shot. I used to always go there and lecture with them sometimes. The manager call a shot there. Right across the road, right there, they can call a shot. Right side of
I'm getting irritated.
right side of coastal there.
I'm getting angry right now.
They can
Because
buy
the guy here don't know.
And then right behind that,
talking about the way you usually in Kakata.
and then right behind that, you can also take the road right there, the shortcut to get to St. Augustine, right there.
Yes.
Yeah. But
So
you
that's-
already
Man,
know
the day you go run for representative, the question will be asking you, why
So
you not working
that
Kakata?
place, that place still remain. They were right around the total between the total gas station and you see the big.
Let's talk about something.
Yeah, and then they have one, and then they have somebody behind there. They have one.
What a problem, man?
They have one guy running. Kema stay there.
Yeah, Kema is still there. She sells
Thank
very
you
around
very
that
much. Now we can move forward. Thank you very much. We'll move forward in the conversation today.
I can't believe you, Steve. I can't believe you can't take over the show, tell you all what happened to Kema and Lopu and everything that happened in Kakata. They played usually the wheelbarrow ball that you should know there. And the one that so you confused Patrick said. So Patrick,
Yeah.
the news coming from Washington DC
Mhm.
that Joseph Boga said they will audit the outgoing government. How is the news being received by the people in Kakata, Magibi County, and the rest of Liberia, from your own understanding?
Yeah, thank you so much. So, as related to the audit of officials of government, past government officials, and those who are still in government because we are staying in the real regime. Before even the inception of the election, when Nathaniel Palomagio election Serena Silver, the Travel was then sanctioned, people of Magibi County began calling on, the government of Liberia, the real government, to prosecute those sanctioned officials and those corrupt officials of government currently. And now, when the Unity Party was declared winner of the election, interestingly, Magibi County has two sanctioned senators. So there are a lot of people who are currently in favor of the persecution of people who committed economic crimes and also war crimes. Many people of Magibi supported and they are still supporting the ideology of the establishment of the war and economic crimes court. So when it comes to Ambassador Barker pronouncements of, let's say, chasing after those who may have received or may have gotten ill, gotten wealth, or may have stolen money from Liberia budget or Liberia covers. People of Magibi County are very happy about this particular statement made by the government. And interestingly, there is a specific group that have set up themselves in Magibi County, an anti-sanction group, who have said that if the Joseph Braga government will not prosecute those sanction officials, especially the likes of Nathaniel Palo Mandeo and now Emmanuel Nkwe, they are saying that they will resist Ambassador Braga government, meaning there will be no rest for Ambassador Braga government in this part of the country. They will continue to call on his government through court proceedings and also through protestation. So people of Magibi County are in favor. There's the audit. They are in favor, persecuting those who have gotten rich over time at the detriment of the citizens and at the expense of the people of Magibi and Liberia as large. So responsibly, the people are happy and they are responding to this particular sanction issue and those who have stolen the country money. And we just talk about the sanction or some officials of government in Magibi. Like yesterday, I played host to one of the sons of Magibi County is currently in Australia, and he formally supported the senatorial bid of James Emmanuel Nkwe, the former House Speaker of Liberia, and he also serves as Ways Minister and Budget some years back during Madam Saleh administration. So Stanley Cooper told us openly that he has become governing forces. He has become organizing his men, making sure that they demand the resignation of Senator Emmanuel Nkwe and Senator-elect Nathaniel Palo Mandeo to resign their post as senators of Magibi County or risk impeachment. And this statement has not only been made by Stanley Cooper, this statement has been made by many other people from Magibi County. They have calling on the government, the newly elected government, which is yet to take seat. They are actually in support of the prosecution of those sanctioned officials. So Magibi County is a county of sanction now. It's the seat of sanction where you have the senior senator and the junior senator, they are sanctions. So people are saying that we cannot have two sanctioned officials in a country occupying the two highest seats. Their beliefs are if those two officials remain in a county occupying a seat, Magibi County will not get the support from the international community. And Magibi County will not be listened to at the House of the National Legislature and at the House of Senate. Because those two officials are the ones that are going to be pleading on behalf of the county. They are the ones that are going to be representing Liberia. So now the question is, can Nathaniel Palo Mandeo and Senator Emmanuel Nkwe now go to the U.S. Embassy? Can they now go to other countries and lobby for support to come to Magibi County? That cannot work. It cannot happen now. And we have got to report that the senator children were being deported from America because he is from Magibi, so all of the information are here. So the children were the graduates on Sunday of last week. They were being deported and they are currently in Ghana. So the people are saying they don't want to have two sanctioned officials, and it was a mistake, after what some of them have said, to have elected Nathaniel Palo Mandeo to serve as their senator. So interestingly, also 75% of the people of Magibi elected Nathaniel Mandeo because of money. So they sold the country because of money. But those conscious-minded Nigerians are saying that they will make sure that they demand those two sanctioned officials to resign their post. Or better still, they will raise let's say 10,000 senators and make sure that they seek impeachment proceedings at the House of Senate, go to the Supreme Court, protest at the mansion and other places, calling on the attention of this government and called on the attention of Congress and police from around the world, making sure that Nathaniel Palo Magio and Senator Emmanuel Nukwe are swept out of the House of Senate of Magibi County. And not just leaving the House of Senate, but they are also calling on the government to prosecute those two officials, how they managed to have gotten their wealth, the properties in which they have acquired over time past.
Has built multi-million dollars house. Senator Nuku has built multi-million dollar house in Wela in Magibigan, the district of 5, which of course that house is worth over 1 billion United States dollars. People of Magibi County are raising concern over time that this money is not the senator own money. This money is our county money. This money is our country money. A single person cannot build a multi-million house when you have 75% of the populace in the county are living in homes. So that has been one of the concerns of the people. So the people are now convinced that the senator has been illegally getting money. If you look at the allegation that was delivered against the senator in that particular sanction report or the visa restriction, you talk about human rights abuses. You talk about influencing the election result or negatively influencing legislative or hearings also. So it has been happening. The senator of Magibi County is not a strange thing. He has been imposing leaders on the people of Magibi County, which of course the people have not been in support of that leader. That because he seems to be the godfather of Magibi County, he is proclaiming to be the godfather of Magibi County. So people feel that if he brings somebody on board, that person is better or that person is best suited to represent them. It happens during the 2011 election. He brought on board the current senator, now outgoing senator of Magibi, who Nathaniel Paloma is replacing. One, Reverend James W. Tonala. Reverend James W. Tonala is yet to perform. He did little to attract the minds of the Magibians or Magibians. That is one reason why you did not see him contesting, because he knew that if he could have contested in the election, he could not even receive 1% of the total votes in Magibi County. And that man was brought on board by Emmanuel Nukwe. And people have been saying that Honorable is involved in paid for play activities, meaning if he brings somebody on board, he must receive a share from that person if that person wins or if that person is declared victor of any race,
Wow.
which of course people have said that they and James W. Tonala is he brought Tonala to the table, won the election, so there is a specific amount of percentage that he has in Tonala budget, monthly or annually, and he also brought on board during the 20s, the just ended election. He brought on board a representative candidate of district number in district number 3 Magibi County and district number 2 Magibi County. Those two candidates were defeated because the people of Magibi County are fed up with the behavior of the senator. He brought on board a senatorial candidate in Magibi County on a PUB ticket, whereas he was supporting the coalition for democratic change. That is a double standard game. You cannot be supporting the coalition, supporting the candidate in district number 3 in all of the districts in Magibi, but he did not support either of the candidates of the coalition for democratic change in Magibi County. And he did allegedly receive money from Magibi, let's say from the president, in order to turn the candle over to the CDC, which is unfortunate on his part that he could not able to turn Magibi County over to the CDC with all of the support they had during the first round of the election, and even during the run of election. During the first round of election, the senator did not campaign, but the second he decided to campaign for the CDC. And the margin that the CDC received during the first was double up, meaning the margin of the first round was around 7,000. So the party won Magibi County around 7,000 margin, and the second round of the election was around 9,000. So people say that there was no need for the senator to even come and campaign in the county. Owing to the fact that he did not campaign, the margin was 7,000, and he campaigned the second round, the margin had climbed up to 9,000. There was no need
All right,
for the
all right, all
senator to
right.
campaign.
Steve,
So
let's
let's say the U.S. government sanctioning
hello,
Senator Emmanuel Nukwe
hello,
is something that people is something that people have
please,
been,
Patrick,
let's
can
say,
you hear me?
predetermining. It's something that people have been thinking of, that one day this will happen due to the continuous behavior of the senator within the county and due to the behavior of the senator towards the citizens of the county. It's
Thank
not
you,
something
Patrick.
that people are already happy about, but it's something that was predetermined and people feel that it will have happened and it has happened. So there
Thank
are a
you,
lot of
Patrick.
things happening. The reception of my Gibeons is that let these two sanctions senators leave the county or they be prosecuted and seek court trial.
Thank you. Thank you,
So there
Patrick.
are a lot of happenings in Magibi County, but just from the
Thank you.
sanction aspect, that is it.
Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Seku, I know you wanted to come in there really quick. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so I wanted to go back to the GNB promise of declaring their assets, and also the whole idea of auditing,
Right.
because it's very important. Joseph Boakai say he's going to audit the outgoing government, but he did not say whether or not he's going to audit all three branches of the government. Because auditing in Liberia for them,
Okay.
right now, auditing in Liberia, in the minds of Joseph Boakai's supporters, they believe when you hear audit in Liberia, you're going to audit Joseph Boakai, you're going to audit George Weah, you're going to audit Samuel Tuai, you're going to audit, all those top people in the Weah government, including George Weah. They don't even know whether or not our judicial branch is corrupt to the core. They don't care about that. They don't know that the House of Representatives and the House of Senate, they are corrupt as well. The 35,000 that they've been getting, the free money they've been getting, all the money they've been inserting in our budget and distributed to their own, hospitals and clinics, for their home school that they, school them that they put money in the budget just to take it out and use it for their schools. Something that even Jeremiah Kun is accused of. So there are a lot of things, but some of them, they believe that when they say audit, it's only about President Weah, Samuel Tuai, and few people. So how are they going to do this audit, be transparent about it, without hurting themselves or hurting their own people? That's my question to all of you. How possible is that?
Yeah, let's Patrick go first, and then
Yeah, one of the things that the Nigerian have also said is that if Ambassador Barkas deemed it necessary to audit officials of government, especially for war and economic crimes, it should also audit those officials that are currently supporting the Unity Party. According to the fact that people that supported the Unity Party and served in the Unity Party two-term government, those people
well, Patrick is frozen. Let's hear from you, Cyrus.
So yes, thank you, Mr. Cannon. That's a very brilliant question. And in regards to that, what I can say from my own perspective here is this. In regards to this audit, the unity-led government, if they are really transparent and they want to audit and to restitute whatever that has been taken from the Liberian people, the only way they will not hurt themselves except to do it selective. But when it's transparent, when it's done with integrity, as the president-elect said on the Voice of Africa, if this audit is done on the general or on the overall for the benefit of the Liberian people in a transparent mood, I would tell you that a lot of their people will be hurt, because a lot of these people has been sitting on committees, depending if the audit will cause across the the three branches of government. If the audit will call across, then their people will be heard. Because the people has been sitting on committees, the people has been in a house. We've heard on several occasions where 30,000 and this amount of money has been illegally, some of them for misappropriation of funds. So if the government elect will do an audit with transparency and now saying being selective, I will tell you that their people will be hurt a lot because most of their people hands are in a cookie jar. So, and we're looking at this particular audit is good for the Liberian people. It's a fresh start. It will tell us that yes, indeed, a new government is coming to make the absolute change that Liberian people deserve, or Liberian people need, or that are required to move Liberia forward. If the government elect can do this particular audit in a transparent form, that all of their parts, even if they're doing it, depending if they will go back to previous government, let's say the early-led government, if they will go back and do the audit, Mr. Khan, I'll tell you, a lot of people will be hurt. A lot of people from the Unity Party will be hurt. So yes, to answer that question, I will tell you that if they do it, with transparency and integrity for the common good of Liberia, for Liberia, if the president is fair enough, the president is fair enough to himself and to his conscience to the Liberian people, and then they all will go across and their people will be haunted a lot. Their people will be there because all of them, their hands are in a cookie jar. But except they're being selected and want to do an ovation skill, then I will tell you that a lot of their people will be protected. Then will not be calling an audit. It will just be for show, for faith. So yes, that's my
Well,
take on that. So
thank you, Cyrus. I kind of to answer that direct question. In all honesty, I think the statements are politically motivated and they're vague for me to even determine what's really happening, to be quite honest. Because when you are deliberate and you mean something, you are specific. You are strict to the point so that you don't create any kind of confusion or concerns. The reason we are re-litigating or stating some of these things is because some things were not clear. I listened to the tape. I listened to the interview. Even when President Joseph Yuma Boakai will ask some direct questions, now you are no longer in campaign phase. You're about to start leading. You should know exactly what's at hand or what's expected. He evaded the question and talked about something different. And for me, that's a sign that, certain things you can't be political about. You can be political on a campaign. Now this is reality. This is governance stage. I say it was vague because there were no specific as to who will be audited. What's the time frame? What's the expectations? What? So I mean, nothing was clear, and I feel it's vague. So I definitely can't answer this question because the president-elect did not tell us which branch of government he intends to audit. At what time should the Liberia? Because he was speaking to the word in Liberia. Look, these things you are definite and you are specific because you have the authority now to lead. The time you are not leading, you could have been in speculations and be throwing things around. Now you are given the mantle of authority. You are empowered to lead. There is nothing that is holding you back from saying, well, in the first 6 months, we want to audit the legislature or the executive, or we want to do that, or we want to do it this way, we want to do it. Then you are creating specifics for people to look forward to. But if you just say, we'll conduct an audit, what does that mean? So
yeah, you're right.
I can't answer that question.
So Steve, something very, very important came up during the week.
Yes.
SKTV, we have in our possession a very important information when it comes to Joseph Nima Boakai's home renovation. Back back in the day before the election, we were privileged with some information here when it comes to Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party soliciting money for their campaign. And in our deliberations, we talk about a possible quid pro quo, that if Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party are soliciting money, what do people then want to need at the end of the day? They were looking for money to fund their campaign. And through that, Jetty, Lebanese man, was contacted by Joseph Boakai himself. And the money that they asked for, the money that Joseph Boakai wanted, he was informed that he can get that money from them there in Liberia. They has to go through some top government officials in Lebanon or through the government direct. Either through from corrupt money from Lebanese people that are in government, or from the government itself in Lebanon. And Joseph Boakai was told that the only way that can be done, he has to go through the ambassador, the Lebanese ambassador, in order for them to get that money. You know, when we talk about it here, they say we were lying. We say we just hated the Unity Party. Well, now we can report to you that whatever happened that time is paying dividends now to the people who have contributed to Joseph Boakai campaign. Joseph Boakai home is being renovated now as we speak by a Lebanese construction company. So that means there is no qualified Liberian company that could have been hired to do the work for Joseph Boakai. They have to hire a company or Lebanese company to do the job. So my question to you now, Steve, we know this is 100% accurate, the information, because we dig deep, we try to dig deeper, and we found out that the information is 100%. So my question to you, Steve, if Joseph Boakai has some quid pro quo or some conversation about help from the Lebanese community and the Lebanese government, and now that Joseph Boakai's very first contract to even start, not even in office yet, is going to the Lebanese company. What does that mean for Liberia? What does that mean for the Liberian company? Are they going to outsource all the contract based on quid pro quo, or based on paying back the campaign promises, or giving the people back what they contributed to Liberia or to Joseph Boakai's campain?
Well,
I did starting on a bad note
let me
by alienating Liberians companies and giving the contract to Lebanese company.
Let me pounce on that. President George Weah, in his inaugural speech, January of 2018, said Liberians will not be spectators in their own economy. The Weah-led government did businesses with the Lebanese people. As a matter of fact, As evidence about that, you saw even the distribution of food to Zogos, hot meals, were done through Jetty and other Lebanese guys or Indian guys, vice versa. At some point during the Weah-led administration, you even saw the idea and the conversation of the Indian, even the religion practices in Liberia discussed. That was President George Weah. We frowned against it. Even when Liberian companies were not prioritized, Liberians' businesses were not prioritized, we frowned against it and we called the Weah-led government out. We did that.
Yep.
We'll do the same here. This is nothing personal against Jose Yuma Bwaga's government or the Unity Party-led government. But these are facts that we must bring to the Liberian people. You know, most recently, there's been division in the Jose Yuma Bwaga support camp. Some people said they should have never put out some of the picture from Yanni Sie, who is quote-unquote a Liberian. He's a Liberian tailor in the United States, where Jose Yuma Bwaga, Amar Conneh, and the rest of the guys, Kofi Woods, they were making customized suits for them, for themselves. And the pictures were posted all over the place. For some of us, we said behind closed doors, and we said in public that it would be the right thing if other people criticize them in as much as Yoni Sie is a Liberian. But the truth of the matter is there are other Liberians who are in Liberia who are skilled to do this. There is the tailor union in Liberia who probably supported Jose Yuma Bwagai. They could have benefited from this. They could have made customized suits for these guys.
Yeah.
We saw, look, let me say this. Let me say this. We will be critical where the need is. We will compliment, and work with the government. I will say it openly. Nobody can fight government. But when the need arises for us to be critical, we'll be critical not because we hate the government, but we wanted to do the right thing and we don't want to make the mistakes other people made. Our criticism is in the best interest of the Unity Party, Jose Yuma Bwagai, and the Liberian people at large. So this idea of even leaving Liberians in Liberia, those who are on the ground, that those customized suits that they're making could have been someone are chopping for, you know how many families could have benefited from it for the Christmas just to do that? Do you even know what it means for the president to bring it to his own people, back when the people who stood in the ring to vote for him, the people who stood in the sun, some of the children? Look, listen, these things are practical. These things are practical. I believe that was a calculative mistake. I believe so. That was an honest mistake. And I don't think this was, I'll get I'll get the president-elect the benefit of the doubt. I don't think this was his call. I don't want to believe so. I will give him a slack on that. The people around him, they must be careful how they manage and how to go about these optics strategically, because some of these optics dimmed and destroyed the credibility of President Weah and the people around him. Look, people are paid that what they do their whole career to manage public official optics and other things, because it makes a huge difference. So y'all please be careful how you manage Jose Yuma Bwaga's appearance in public, the things that you do. But that come back to the direct question that you asked, Mr. Conneh. This is concerning. This is very, very concerning and disturbing. I want to be honest that it is concerning and disturbing. Let me say why. You know, there are some things we can't talk. There are some messages we now read. There are some messages we have in our possessions. We didn't even discuss it in the campaign. We didn't talk about it. Because not only that it poses security threat, but it also directly has attachment, because it came from a direct source directly to us. This whole Indian Lebanese thing. Some of you are passing around. Oh, you not get proof. You're not let it. Hey, yeah. You're not know, my people. You're not know. You're not know. You're not know. You're not know something. You're not know something. So this, Mr. Conneh, this is a direct correlation to some of the things that we've read. And you are quite aware. We spend almost 2-3 weeks pondering as to whether this information we should bring it, whether it's, First of all, our campaign laws that bringing foreign money into our campaign, it's troubling. It's not acceptable. But the campaigns are over. Just say Imam Bogart is president now. President-elect as we speak. The only concern I have here is this. Are you willing, President-elect Joseph Imam Bogart, to take food from the Liberian poor mob? And are you saying the same thing Liberia, build Liberia, and love Liberia? How? We are aware of the deal. And again, to the United Party people, who announce it to the Liberian people, who will give you the opportunity to tell the Liberian people the truth. Because if you're done, they will bring us out with the documentation. We're not playing games.
So just to back up your comment, we're not going to leak the source, but this is very direct, and this happened on the 7th of January 2023, before the campaign was officially announced. This was way before the campaign was officially announced. They were looking for money. So the time we received this information was on the 7th of January at 7:21 a.m. my time here. That's when we received the information. And then we asked on the 8th at 12:39 a.m. And the information about what happened, who needed to be called, who needed to do what. That information came in that morning of the 8th at 30 a.m. And then we responded. We asked another question regarding Lebanon. The Lebanese people. Let me just screenshot before somebody got deleted. I never screenshot this thing here, but let me screenshot just in case. Yeah, just in case if somebody deleted, so we'll have it. So because by me saying this one now, they're going to go through the information now and just try to delete some. But most of the important part of it, I already screenshotted them. So and
that information that walked to SKTV, it just walked with 2 feet.
And also another information about the fight by Ellen against Joseph Mabuakai. That information came the same day, on the 8th. Now that one happened, not even the same day. That one happened 2022. Plenty of information in here, Steve. Okay, let me show you another one. Oh my God. Well, let me not do this. So, in short, Steve, if Joseph Boakai can take, his very first contract to the Lebanese people, there's no construction company in Liberia, Liberian owned construction company. And in the other news, Steve and Tharos, we were informed just yesterday. Sometimes when we are on SKTV, when we're giving news, we don't call it breaking news, we don't call it bombshell, we can just drop it. Because it's plenty. So yesterday we were informed of an ongoing fight within the Unity Party and Boakai surrounding regarding Amar Conneh. I don't know whether you saw the picture with Amar Conneh, GNB, and all of the things that Amar Conneh been posting. It's a fight. And Amar Conneh is fighting back and telling them that you are nothing. Would that mean you nothing and you get nothing? You know, before they left Liberia, when Joseph Boakai's condition was deteriorating, some of them were already fighting Amar Conneh, especially when Amar Conneh's name was mentioned about the whole VP thing that we're talking about in Ghana. They were fighting Amar Conneh. Some of them were already fighting that Amar Conneh is taking credit for everything that happened, bringing Joseph Boakai to power. They were fighting Amar Conneh for that. So some of them were fighting Amar Conneh, saying that Amar Conneh is elected to be a senator not to control their government. That if they leave Joseph Boakai with Amar Conneh will be the decision maker. So we were informed yesterday that there is a serious fight going on when it comes to the proximity of Joseph Boakai. Now it was confirmed that, Steve, all the contact doors that were open in Washington, D.C. with Joseph Boakai, it was done through Amar Conneh. Amar Conneh was the one that opened all the contact doors for Joseph Boakai and his people. And that's why they were all around Amar Conneh, running behind Amar Conneh like Amar Conneh was president. They had no choice. They don't know where to start from. When Joseph Boakai was taken to Rhode Island to the hospital while they were there, no information whatsoever. They had no idea what to do. All the plan they're going to meet that person. When you came, first of all, when you started posting with Stanley Witherspoon, people were outraged about that. People were not happy about that. So Amar Conneh flew to the United States. First of all, to find out whether or not the information to be hearing about Joseph Boakai, whether it was true, whether he's sick, whether he was in the hospital. According to our information, Amar Conneh confirmed that yes, indeed, Joseph Boakai was sick, he was in the hospital in Rhode Island. But he's recovering. So Amar Conneh said, well, we are here. So what we need to do? They said, well, people already, making statements, saying things that Joseph Boakai came to America to meet, lawmakers, policymakers in America, so that Joseph Boakai needed to at least meet with some people in government. So that will somehow, be used to show to the people that yes, indeed, the man was not just in America for his sickness. The man too had some time with some government officials, some policymakers. So it was through the work of Amar Conneh, his contact, all the things happened. It was Amar Conneh. So now that is hurting some of them because they are, let's still call them government boom, because they have no power, they have no contact, they have no connection. Amar Conneh is the one that worked to help Joseph Boakai reach to the people that they reach out to. It's Amar Conneh. So the question now is that they're fighting Amar Conneh. And if Amar Conneh leave this whole thing with them, where are they going to go? What can they do without Amar Conneh? So now, Steve, you saw the picture, that tailoring thing, all the things that they're doing. that man is the one that is doing everything for them. Someone that are angry about that. But if they can't do what Amar Conneh is doing, and they try to chase this guy, you think Amar Conneh is going to give in to this, or Joseph Boakai? Amar Conneh will just worry about Joseph Boakai, not worry about other people then who are getting angry around him. And if that happens, Amar Conneh say, you know what, I'm taking my hands off of these things. Would that be good thing for Joseph Boakai?
So Mr. Conneh, before Chief Steve come in, let me just come in because I'm running like I'm almost out of data. So you asked your previous question, which I didn't.
We'll see data. You want to say data right now while we're talking?
No, we can do that after.
Hey, stop lying on data. I say, I heard somebody knocking on that door. So I come
So,
to
so Mr. Conneh, no, nobody else, everybody can come in, Mr. Conneh. So yes. So Mr. Conneh, if you ask a question, if it is a bust, Mr. Chief Steve, what you yell at me for? Mr. Conneh,
you putting you in the situation you can't handle.
Yeah, it's
I just joking. I hear nobody knocking on the man. The man did feeling, but the man they don't want data.
So Mr. Conneh.
The fight Labremet to refuse data say 18.
Yeah, the man did not finishing, but he don't want data.
No, I mean like I get
data send 18.
Mr. So Mr. Conneh,
I'm good.
yeah.
The data finishing, but you don't want data.
Yeah.
And nobody knocking on the door.
Thank you very much.
Chief.
Yeah, my boy. We can understand the birthday continues, man. Go ahead.
So yes. Mr. Conneh, in regards to that, if they are on a good start, I will tell you no. And I will tell you, if you retrospect in during the runoff, when the negotiation were going on with various political parties, for the disallowance that giving them the victory, the CPP had 12 proposals that listed a long list of 12 good policies that be in the interest of Liberian people, like women empowerment, youth empowerment, prioritizing Liberian own business, and all of that. And I will tell you that it was for some of these reasons. With no, when we say these things, they are the reality, and UP people think we hate them. No, we got to speak for Liberian people to know what is going on. And so, they rejected those proposals, they did not accept it because I guess they did not want to be committed to something that would benefit Liberian people. And I will tell you that this is the reason now the president is now taking a trend. How can the president-elect go and do business? He's a Liberian, but his business is an American business. It gives more dividend to the American government than the Liberian government. How can you? Then where is the liberalization policy that says Liberian own business should be prioritized? That is number one. They are now on a good start. And with this leveling, we all know that the UP didn't have money. They took money from different sources. For this reason, those were the political agreements. There were MOU signed before this money were released. So, politics is you give and take. Mr. Conneh is interest. In political science, they will tell you that protect your self-interest, but you protect the public interest. So I will tell you that in his MOU that was signed from various sources that, give money as contribution to the United Party campaign. These people have to be paid back because these were agreement, and if they are not paid back, the backlash will be huge from the public, from the Liberian people. So obviously, you will see that the UP will definitely pay these people back. So if you ask me, I will tell you no, they are not on a good start. And in regards to that, they need to desist. It is not too late. They need to find whatever means they can find, surrounding the particular, situation or whatever it is, and take care of it right now. Mr. Conneh, it's not too late. But if they allow this to escalate, definitely Liberian people will ask them too many questions that they will not be able to answer because they told us that they are portraying change. And absolute change is not leaving some behind. No stone should be untouched. Liberian business should be prioritized because we all know the business sector is one part of the private sector. And the private sector should be the last scales of employment in any country. So if you start strangulating Liberian businesses, definitely you're not bringing no change. You definitely be.
The problem, Saros, we reported, SKTV reported before the campaign started that Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party, they were working on something. They were in cahoot with some Lebanese people, and they were asking for campaign financing. They wanted money. And I can tell you, even they're ready to take us to court. We have hardcore evidence to prove that this conversation happened. And I know that Joseph Boakai and his supporter, they will never dare to take this anywhere because they will be made shame. These are facts we have.
So
And
yes, so
in that conversation, it is clear that they were asking for money from the Lebanese community, and the money they were asking for, they were told that money they couldn't get directly to them, only through the government, also government officials in Lebanon. In fact, the person who suggested that they reach out to the Lebanese ambassador and the person that they call for the information, contact information of the Lebanese ambassador and some government officials in Lebanon. We have that information too. So all this, just out of the door, they're giving contracts now to Lebanese company, leaving Liberian businesses out. That is not a good start for Joseph Boakai, but the thing is, it is quid pro quo. It is pay to play. It is something that Joseph Boakai signed up for, and he must respect it. So in the meantime, before I go to Steve and Saros again, I want to encourage all of you that are watching here, whether you are watching on YouTube, you are watching on Instagram, you are watching on SKTV LRB, or you are watching on Sekou Kene, anywhere you are, I encourage all of you to click like and follow SKTV LRB. SKTV LRB. We are still working on SKTV original page, but even if we, come back with SKTV LRB, we're still going to be streaming on, our SKTV original, we're still going to be streaming on SKTV LRB simultaneously. Maybe we will take off my personal account when we have the SKTV original ready, but we will continue on SKTV LRB for the most part. The reason is because we want to make sure we grow that platform as well, because we want to empower our folks in Liberia. And SKTV original platform, we already have 457,000 followers. That one is growing already. Hopefully by next year, at the end of next year, we'll be hitting 1 million followers. But we got to grow SKTV LRB. Please go and click like and follow. Mostly follow. And if you follow, click on see first. That means you will, every time we come on, anything going on SKTV LRB, you will see it first. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of information, but people in Liberia, they have raw information, direct information. So every time they go on, some of the interviews that you can miss, you have very, very important information. So all of you, please go and subscribe or like SKTV LRB. It also has the option to subscribe, like you do with SKTV Regional. If you are subscribed with SKTV, you don't have to go to SKTV LRB for subscription, but you can go and follow it, because you can subscribe 2 times, unless you want to give out extra money, but you don't have to, because once you subscribe to SKTV, you don't have to subscribe to SKTV LRB to pay money monthly. But you got to follow all our platforms. Follow SKTV LRB. SKTV LRB. SKTV Liberia, that's what it means. So, Steve, going back to the topic,
Yes.
Jesus Walker got a choice.
So Mr. Conneh, let me just end on his note, then I run. Yeah, Chief, sorry, let me just end on his note. So, like I was saying, so yes, they are now on a good path. It will haunt them greatly, and it may likely bring their government down. And let me conclude on Big Brother Amar Conneh issue. The University had no choice because they got nobody. Chief Amar Conneh now is like the chief. He is now the chief liaison between the Unity Party, prospective government, and the international community. That's a fact that will never be negated. And Mr. Kennedy can negate that. And any attempt to push Amar Conneh away, I can tell you, you focus on his county, but now there are a lot of them. How many Amar Conneh is in the Unity Party? Do not have nobody, and the Unity Party will start struggling. So for that aspect of that, I think they had to the Joseph Boyka that I know, president-elect, will not allow that to happen.
That means Joseph Boyka government will not go anywhere without Amar Conneh. That's a fact.
Chief, Amar Conneh is playing a very pivotal role. Amar Conneh got double roles. He's playing double roles now. He will be a Senate, and he will be like the chief lobbyist or the chief liaison between the United Party government and the international community because of his connection. He's worked in the international community, and he dedicated his time to working there, and he worked on good records and per his like connections that he had with them, and per his relationship with Manasseh Elite in the previous government, and not just that relationship, but the very close proximity like a son and mother during the former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government. So with the relationship that Amar Conneh get, and besides, Amar Conneh is a strategist as well. He brings a lot to the table, not just the connections, but he also know how to, like swift the entire conversation around. You notice that when the president-elect went to America, you saw how everything was going scattered. The moment he came in, everything going order. So I don't think that the United Party want to lose a Amar Conneh because
Yeah,
they will start struggling.
they can never, Boyka government can never survive without Amar Conneh. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, go
Well,
ahead, Steve.
well, Mr. Conneh, I already sent you the message in there. You saw it. I have some appointments here, but before I leave, let me say this. There are some things that are truth and they're facts. And one of the truth and the fact here is, unfortunately, the other people who are not happy with the Amar Conneh's surfacing, quote unquote, stealing the show, you will have to live with it if you want to say Yuma Boyka's government to God first, succeed, and get some of the connections they need. That's just the truth of the matter. Unfortunately, you have to swallow the bitter pills, man up, woman up, and work with him. Let me say again, I don't know Amar Conneh personally, but there are some people you need in your life at some point. And this administration needs Amar Conneh. Let me just be honest. It's one thing for you to be popular in the Liberian people are, but it's another thing for you to have the connections outside of Liberia, because that's what will sustain the likeness for you. This is one of the things President George Weah did not have. You're Yale. So you can say, we not tell you. Past your religious feelings. Past your fear that you got to fight for Jesus. You can't fight for Jesus. Jesus older than you. Past these tribalistic feelings. Those tribalistic feelings. Those feelings of where you have phobia of other religions or Maningo people. Unfortunately, you will have to work with the other Maningo men and Muslim men. Yep. And that does not mean Sunday you might not go to church. It doesn't mean you don't love Jesus. You have to swallow the bitter pill. It's about time too that you open your eyeball. You're the hypocrite then. So-called hypocrite Christian then. That time that you open your eyeball that God can bless people, whether through Muslim person or Christian person, God not you can bless people too. So yes, Muslim men will finally make some decision close to the president. You will have to accept that. Anything outside of that, you will set this government up for failure. You don't want anything that will alienate, isolate, and keep this government away. Not only Amar Conneh, there are some people that are working also to help Joseph Yuma. I'm not going to call their name. I got some pictures here. Sekou last name, unfortunately, I couldn't show you some of them. I got some pictures. There are other people that are helping this government. And
the incoming government.
This incoming government, let me tell you today, Sekou and I, we support the Joseph Yuma Boakai-led government for them to succeed. I won't be on record for that today. I will criticize Joseph Yuma Boakai government when it need be. When you're loud, we can't tell the Liberian people, but we will support, we will buttress the effort so that our people can be can receive the benefit that they need to do. I pledge that today. I want you to know that. But that does not mean I don't support blindly. When need for the criticize, we'll criticize. If they lie about anything, we'll tell the Liberian people. If y'all want to say that hate that fine. Some of the work that we are doing behind closed doors, y'all have no clue. Some of the people that we talk to, some of the people that we sit and anyway, I'm gonna go to that part. But I won't say this. I won't say this. I won't say this to you. You see Joseph Yuma Boakai and Amar Conneh in DC or other places. That not stand on connection. Because Stanton are criminal. There is no way the American people go and sit down on the table with Stanton. He brings nothing to the table. He's a criminal. Let me tell you today. They're not Stanton connection. Those myopic leeches that you see around here, they don't have repetition here. And this is what you need. You need people that can be trusted. You need people that people trust. You do. I'm telling you the truth, how the international community works. You think that Joseph Yuma Boakai is head of IMF? That not true. If Joseph Yuma Boakai who is head of IMF when he was not president, he was vice president. For 6 years, you also Joseph Yuma Boakai around and then kind of hosting DC. And you saw him saying that he's not going to basement, they were playing pool around.
And Steve, something happened. I didn't tell you. You know that Joseph Boakai in that interview, he admitted one of the reporting that we did before they do the campaign. We said that Joseph Boakai came here. He got some stuff from state, some cash and some income donation from some people here in Arizona. You know, we said it. In this interview, he mentioned it. And people say, we talk about it during the campaign. The people lie and say that's not true.
Don't manufacture. What we do for like, bro? We don't do it for Joseph Boakai or John.
But you know that Joseph Boakai talk about it in that interview.
You know what they don't know? You know part of the things they don't. You know part of the things they don't even know. As critical as we were of the Weah-led government, there are records from us in Arizona of even sending for Jefferson Koji to come here. Yeah, today. Those are things that we do behind. We don't talk in public because we are working for the betterment of our country. We're not kind of be boasting and we do the wrong and we sit down with a person and we met a group and we talk to the group. No, that's not what we do. So back to the issue, Mr. Conneh. Amar Conneh is essential. He is vital. He is critical at this point. You're treating the chicken air. Let me say it to you.
I don't know where. Yeah, go ahead.
You carry all your funny little gossip. You care about Labrador for choo. And you start fighting Amar Conneh. Today, Amar Conneh, man, let me say it to you today. I know you're watching the show too, because you can watch the show. You can watch it. To Amar Conneh. Politics, yeah. A human being. The way you show up in the spotlight, some people not like it.
No.
You need to watch your own back. That's 1. 2, you said, "Put my lower the expectation." You need to lower your ambition. Relax. The French people can say, "Go do sema." Again, I will say it to you, go do sema. Your presence intimidates, scares, and drives other people away. That's just the truth of the matter. You have to be very careful and cautious about how you proceed with this. Very, very. Anything that you will do that will benefit our people will support you and buttress the effort. If you turn out to be other people that who came and started when they're gonna have fire because they get their crook on the call and they get funny behavior, Amar Conneh will bring your SKT, will bring your story also. We not owe you nothing, not owe nothing. If I will not even know you. So to bring your story also but not anything. So if you do something again, if you do something that will benefit our people, We'll support you inside. If you tend to be a crook or you want to do any kind of funny thing, we'll bring you out. We'll bring you here. We're not afraid. We're not afraid of none of y'all. We're not afraid of y'all. That one minute y'all can be watching. As I speak right now, your boy Delon, all of them watching. They're watching.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about who's watching. Let me
Let
just say something.
them know that we know that they're watching. And
Yeah, but let me just say something.
Let
me say real quick, Steve.
I got it wrong.
You know, some of the people just judge. Okay, all right, no problem. I got you.
Yes, you're thinking. This time around, I'm turning the show off. I'll be careful. I'll not rush.
Yeah, be careful before you turn the show off. Just get yourself off. I can just get you off, so that way you don't have to do anything. Yeah, many times now, you know, some people, including Steve, they mistakenly shut the show off instead of leaving. So I saw one of my good friends, Amar Conneh, writing that he's watching 74 people watching. You are watching on my personal page. So when you are watching on my personal page, you will see maybe around 68, 70, whatever people that are watching. If you are watching on the YouTube, you will see, let me see here, what is it? You will see about 90 people or 100 people watching on YouTube. But if you are watching on SKTV LRB, you will see over 630 people, 637 people. What I'm looking at here on my main screen is about 800 people watching. We don't care about numbers. If the number can make the case, you'll go to report there that can be giving you all the BB number there. But the good thing about this thing here, SKTV does not have number. SKTV is not credible in your mind, in your mouth, but they can stay away from SKTV. SKTV get no information, but only SKTV that can update you with every information, every major information that you have gotten, you got it from SKTV. You are just haters who cannot just believe themselves. You don't believe your eyes. You don't believe your mind. You don't believe everything you're saying. We are happy. For us, we have our consistent followers and viewers that bring people that we count on them anytime, anywhere we go. Even nobody watching, or they're there watching. Even some of you that can sneak to come and watch SKTV when we leave, it's okay. We don't care. But we have told you, we are not moved by those fake viewership. And for me, I'd rather have good people, responsible people watching me, even when there are 2-3 people, than to have a bunch of beheaded chickens with no sense of direction, distractors, and detractors coming to distract us from speaking on real issues. Going back to Joseph Numa Boakai. Joseph Numa Boakai's interview was a good interview because there were a lot of revelations. He talked about a whole lot of different things. We'll play it, and then we'll come back to talk about it. But again, I think we should play it. Let me play it so that we can hear. We can hear from Joseph Boakai. Yeah, listen to him. It's muted. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. Let me sure we get Joseph Boakai
to cabinet people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message: declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
Mr. President, like you talked about asset declaration starting from yourself and the people who work with you, as well as the outgoing administration. How do you plan to avoid the semblance of targeting people? Because some people will say these are politically motivated to tarnish their reputation or to go against them, people from certain tribes or specific parts of the country. How do you plan to avoid this?
We are aware of that. And when we talk about auditing, it's not going to be a Liberian auditing. We want to make sure that our international partners work with us for a public tender, for competent and renowned auditing firm that will be qualified. At an international level to make sure they come on board to do that. We are aware of people saying witch hunting, but I don't think it's witch hunting when you have to account for your stewardship, but it has to be done in a way that is well established, entity with reputation, to make sure that it audits and make sure that it reports to the public the findings.
Sometimes people say that politicians make lofty promises when they are campaigning, but when it gets to governance, it becomes different. What would be different? Assuming allies of yours, family members of yours, or people who are close to you, family members, are accused of corruption during your administration, Mr. President-elect, how do you plan to tackle this specifically?
I'm not coming new to government,
right?
Although in different positions, that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrates 176 years, and with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start talking about our family, to start talking about, I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
During the campaigning, you talked a lot about the country's youth, who are the majority of the population. Mr. President-elect, we know majority of them are unemployed, which some people say is a danger to the country's stability and peace. What plans do you have for the people of Liberia, especially the youth, in terms of job creation, in terms of having faith in moving the country forward? What do you have for them?
We came with a mantra that talked about, first we have a platform, and then we have a brief platform that talks about arrest, meaning agriculture, roads, the rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. We believe these are areas in which we can jumpstart. And in those areas, we believe that our young people who are in the majority, they need to be equipped. We need to open opportunities for them to be trained and be marketable. We also have to make sure that the quality of education that will prepare them for the job market. But to do these, we have to be able to impress our partners and investors, the private sector investment, to make them feel that we are here for business, and this business, their investment will impact the young people, that the young people need to be trained. And we know that there are things that we can jumpstart that could bring the relief to the public. Like I have said, there is an outgoing government. There are a lot of areas in which we can begin to alleviate the suffering of the people. We're going to examine those areas, like where we know that the prices of commodities, essential commodities like rice and things, where we know that there have been some tariffs that we can work with right away, the petroleum products and some of these things. We want to do those things that I will begin to alleviate. But I have said that in the first 100 days, no car will get stuck in the mud. That means these critical road conditions, we lessen them, because once you improve the road, the travel, the prices of commodities, all of that have reflection. On the job market, we're going to be very cautious because people have a lot of expectations in government, but in government, we have to know what we're inheriting, and that's what the transition team is working with. I come with a knowledge and with experience and a commitment to make Liberia a different country, a country in which the young people, our women, will know that it is time for them to be relieved, and we come to make them know that, yes, it's not going to be an overnight thing, but we come with a serious commitment to make sure that we make life easier for them.
You talk about the women. Any plans for women empowerment in Liberia?
Very much so. And, I have worked with women. When I was vice president of Liberia, one of the areas in which a lot of my first few months were utilized were with the marketing association. I worked with them until we got them organized, until we got money to create a real LMA that will become independent. That's why you see that the government, with all their Muslim, they can tamper with them. We made sure that there was a law firm that put together their constitution to protect them, that we provided money for them to get a business entity that put them together to teach them some business. And those areas where mostly women control. Besides that, we intend to bring on board women, capable women. And I want to say, we don't want any token relation. We want people who are competent and capable and deserve the positions they get. Gender issues have always been issues close to my heart. And women involvement, we want to make sure that that is ensured. But I can tell you, the Liberians do understand where we're coming from. We want to make them know, we build a confidence that, yes, rescue is here, relief is here, but we have to move it at a level that we don't give any false assurances to anybody.
Let's look at the health system in Liberia. You mentioned it during your campaign. A lot of people say it's either non-existent or, Liberians would have to go to neighboring countries or even, southern part of the continent to go seek for medical attention. Mr. President-elect, How do you plan to tackle this? Because it's a serious issue.
I have worked with the health sector when I was in government, and you will see that we have Jamali, where now they do, people can go and do their examinations instead of going to Ghana. We have in mind to increase more of that on a regional basis to make sure that people can go somewhere instead of coming all the way to Monrovia to check there. A lot of people say the person just sat down and died. People don't just sit down and die. But that there will be possibilities that people will know at an early stage the condition of their health. Besides that, we want to open opportunities for all our hospitals and clinics to be functional. And when I say functional, there's a belief in a country that once you build a building, it's a clinic. Or once you build a building, it's a school. We want to make those things real, that when we build a hospital, it has.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see.
The right people, and those people will be paid. The nurses, people, all who are responsible will be looked after. Because even those who look after people, they themselves need to be looked after.
But
we want to make them function.
That costs a lot of money. How do you plan to finance it?
It costs money. But let me tell you, Liberia is not working. Everything that we are doing, there have been a lot of work put in the health sector. How should it function? What we need in Liberia is implementation. We're not beginning as a new country. Everything is on paper. What we need is to make sure that we function according to those guidelines that have been set up. We implement those things that have been documented, experienced over the years. And I want to believe that we are not in there alone. There are partners who are anxious to see a government that is committed to make sure that these things function and that they are willing to work with us. Even as at now, we have made a lot of contracts already for medical supplies. I have been to Arizona, Project Q. They've given a container load of medical supplies. But we have to make sure that these things reach their proper destination, not ministers opening their private clinics, not people standing there along the way. So we are aware, and the system.
So I think you heard that. During the campaign, when we mentioned that Joseph Boakai came to Arizona, and he got some cash in $1 million and got some income donation stuff, you guys said we were lying. Joseph Boakai just said it. And he made it very clear. It's not about what you're getting. It's not about how you're getting it. But if they can reach to the proper destination, and if they can be distributed, if they can be used for the intended purposes, that's what matters. I want to encourage all of you to follow SKTV LRB and on the Facebook page. I want to encourage you to subscribe, follow, and subscribe. I want to encourage you to share it. Share SKTV LRB. Share it everywhere. Share it as much as you can so that other people can know about it. SKTV is here to stay. Like I said, we are streaming on my personal page, Sekou Kenneth. Maybe some of you are there. You're not going to see a lot of people there because we normally don't stream there. And we are doing so because we are doing maintenance on the original SKTV page. So SKTV LRB and Sekou Kenneth, we are streaming there live on Facebook. We are also on YouTube on SKTV page. SKTV, original Facebook page, we are streaming there. And I'm sorry, on the YouTube page. We are also on Instagram. So follow SKTV wheresoever you can. share the platform. Click like and follow. Follow SKTV LRB. If you are here, you have not followed the SKTV LRB, go ahead and do so. Subscription, don't want that money. If you are subscribed to SKTV original platform, you don't have to subscribe to SKTV LRB because they're the same people. It's the same platform. But I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Unless you guys want to call in and contribute to this conversation. Other than that, we're going to reiterate what we said earlier. There is a serious fight within the Unity Party in Boakai surrounding by people who believe that Amar Conneh shouldn't be the one that is opening the contact doors. They are furious about that because Stena Witherspoon and other guys, they try to attack Amar Conneh, try to disrespect Amar Conneh, saying that Amar Conneh is not that important. Amar Conneh should do that. Amar Conneh shouldn't do that. Now Amar Conneh is the only man that is opening the doors for them in Washington, D.C. With his absence, nothing was going on. That is a fact. Now Amar Conneh should be celebrated. Amar Conneh should be, encouraged to do more. Instead of attacking him, instead of disrespecting him, you people, you should stop doing that. You start encouraging the man and thanking the man for doing what he's doing. Joseph Boakai himself is grateful to Amar Conneh. What about you guys? You stop this. It's not good. But again, we can catch us tomorrow again. We'll be here. We'll be on SKTV LRB. We'll be on YouTube. We'll be on Instagram. We'll be on Sekou Kene. Anywhere you can find SKTV, you will see us there. I want to say thank you. Unless somebody want to call, I will wait for 5 minutes. But before I do that, anyway, I want to take this time to say a big thank you to those of you who actually the person who initiated today's decision for us to actually inform our people to contribute to us, for us to be able to, support our guys for the Christmas. Those of you who have done it, and most of you said don't call name. I just want to say thank you to you guys. I just want to appreciate you, to tell you that I am very, very, very much appreciative of all you do. And we appreciate your support and everything you have been doing for SKTV. I want to thank you. I will wait for like a few minutes. If nobody called, then it means that you guys are happy and people just get adjusted. A lot of people didn't even know that we're going to come on today. But we can guarantee you that we're going to be on every day. And those of you who are blocked, we're going to unblock everybody again to give you another opportunity, the privilege to watch us and be a part of us. Everybody's part of SKTV. Everybody's part of it. Don't think that because you support X, Y, and Z, then you are now part of SKTV. No, that's wrong. Everybody is a part of SKTV. We respect everybody's contribution and support. Even you're coming here alone to watch us or share the show is important to us. Just come here, behave like a human being, behave like a good person. We can have all of us here and be having conversation. But if you come here try to distract us or try to bring negative energy, they will give you negative. If you want positive, we'll give you positive. Because some of you just feel like because somebody did not support Joseph Boakai during the campaign, it means that you just enemy to that person throughout your life. And you continue to do that, will continue to inflict more harm on you by telling you things that will hurt your feeling. Because some of you behave very, very stupid. When you come here, we're discussing something very good, something important about Joseph Boakai. We're discussing about Joseph Boakai interview, that he may have very good interview, may talk some good things. They may make some good promises. Instead, you coming here encouraging that conversation. You come in here, where Joseph Boakai not in the hospital again. Is Joseph Boakai stay sick? You want to remind or go at Joseph Boakai. So you come here with that negative energy, it will tell you exactly what it is. Still tell me I shouldn't do it, but I said no, I will do it. Those people who will come and ask SKTV, where is Joseph Boakai? Is Joseph Boakai stay sick? Is he in the hospital? You want Joseph Boakai to die. So because you said the man was in the hospital, you don't want the man to leave the hospital. You want him to be there and die. That's what you wanted. You guys are wicked sort of people. No, Joseph Boakai will not die, but he's sick. Because of that, you just watch the interview. When Joseph Boakai is talking, you can tell from the twist of his mouth that he is sick. There's nothing wrong with being sick, but why lie about it? The man is sick. The man mouth is going twisted when he talks. And then what? If you don't believe it, I'll play it again. I'll not even play the volume, but just for you to see how the mouth can go when he talks. So you want Joseph Boakai to be sick? That's on you. We don't want you to be sick. We want you to be okay. But if you come here and kind of make it look like, we don't want to hate Joseph Boakai, then you hurt in your head. Watch when Joseph Boakai, when he stop talking, when they ask him a question, look at the way the mouth can look like. When he's not talking. Joseph Boakai is sick. Very sick. And then when they're ready, they want to insult people, they want to attack people, they want to remind me. That means they want to make a mistake. You guys, I mean, when I will show that place again. When Joseph Boakai is not talking, the mouth can go twist. Because why? He had like a mini stroke. So when the man is asking him a question, the way he can look, the way the mouth can be, you can tell that the man is not well. But you instead, you worrying about the man recovering, the man now can go to the public. You should be happy about that. But you are there trying to fight us for us, giving you information. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, if you come here and listen to information, we'll give you information. If you come here to listen to news, okay, your watch his mouth right there. Watch again. Take a screenshot with his mouth, the way he looks. Just for you to know that we don't care about Joseph Boakai's sickness. We saw that, but we didn't worry about that. All we care about, the man can go out now and talk. The man can go out now and have a conversation. The man can go out now and act on behalf of Liberia. But you come here, you want to remind all whether or not the man is sick, when you just say you know that the man is sick. You want everybody to be fake like you? My only thing, I will do it. Somebody said, don't do it, I will do it. If the people come on the platform for news, we'll give them news. You come here for information, we'll give you information. If we forget about Joseph Boakai's sickness, we are focused on giving you information that you need to know. But you still come here and want to remind, whether or not Joseph Boakai is sick, trying to add that SKTV lie on him. The man mouth is twisting and that we don't want doing that. You can tell the man have mini stroke. Beyond that, Joseph Boakai moving forward all through his presidency, watch, the left hand going to always be in your pocket because that left hand was disabled. When you had a stroke, the left hand is like this. It's not correct. But we don't care about that. We're discussing issue, then you come in here reminding all, is Joseph Boakai stay sick? Yes, he's sick. I hope I answer your question. He's sick. You voted for a sick man. You voted for a sick man who is struggling with his health, and you voted for him. Because he said that doesn't make him not to be president. You're already president. but the man is now well. So every time you come here, you ask SKTV whether or not Joseph Baga is sick, will tell you his condition. Moving forward, Joseph Baga's left hand will always be in his pocket because the hand is like this. It's twisted. And when you sit down, when you're not talking, you get me there. The mouth can be twisted because the man, when you have stroke, that's what can happen to you. We'll come here, we'll talk our good thing. Then your stupid people don't want to come here, be reminding people of Joseph Baga. Hey, Joseph Baga stay sick. Yeah, he's sick. You voted for a sick man. I told you I don't like bullies. If you are bullied, I can bully you more. You don't need to come here. Good people will always come here. When you bully, leave your job, you come here just to come bully the old man, we'll help you. We'll help you to do it. You got to stop this kind of stupidity. Coming to action as if to say you don't know that Joseph Baga was sick. You don't know that Joseph Baga stayed sick. You don't know that Joseph Baga was in hospital. You're so delusional to the extent that you don't even believe yourself. Oh, Seku, let's get TV. And when Joseph Baga stay in hospital, Joseph Baga stay sick? Yes. The answer is a big yes. Joseph Baga stay sick. That's why that hand will always be in your pocket. Because people took a lot of pictures of a man's hand and spread it everywhere. So now the thing say, Papi, anywhere you go now, you put your hand in your pocket. When the man putting a hand up, the one can go high, the other one can be like this. Because why? The one is now well. And sickness is not a big thing. Anybody can get sick. God forbid, I can say that right now and got stroke. Something happened to me. That's God. But why you want to make fun out of the woman? Then you come in to ask me, say, wait, the man sick? Yeah, the man sick. The man got your hand in your pocket because the other hand is handicapped. You voted for a sick man. You knew that Joseph Baga got sick. Joseph Baga had stroke when he went on that weekend. He went to Redemption Hospital. From that time, the man's hand never been okay. From that time, the man's mouth has always been twisted, which is normal for anybody who got stroke. But we come here to give you news, to give you good news, to talk about Joseph Baga's interview, where the man had a lot of good news. The man said they will audit the government. The man said he and everybody in the government, they will come out to declare their assets. Those things are not important to you. But you stupidly come here asking me whether Joseph Baga is still sick, as if you don't know that the man is sick. The man is sick. And there's nothing wrong with being sick. It doesn't mean that because he's sick, that means he's going to die. No. I've seen people, when they got stroke, the effect remain on them for years, for 10 years or more. They still live, but they still live with the side effect of a stroke. Somebody can be really bad. But thank God this man is walking. Thank God this man is walking. Thank God he making an interact. When he's talking, you don't notice it. But when he's not talking, he can't just keep by himself. You got to go like this. I don't even know how to do my money way more can be because I can't fake it. But you can tell that the man's mouth is twisted, and he can be chewing his mouth. What's wrong with it? The man's sick, the man is sick. You keep asking me, Seku, anytime you come here, you ask whether or not Joseph Baga is sick. We will discuss our good thing first. Then later on, I will update you on him. If you want to discuss the issue, we'll discuss the issue. You want to listen to the good news, we will discuss the good news. You want to talk about Joseph Baga is doing good, meeting government of the United States, we'll talk about that. We will talk about all the good things. When you stay here, you stay asking us about Joseph Boakai, whether Joseph Boakai is sick, trying to act like we lie, then we will give you information about Joseph Boakai. Yes, Boakai is sick. His mouth is twisted. His left hand is handicapped. He's our president. Because of the stupidity, now we have a handicapped president. Yeah. Ain't that what you want to hear? We have a president now that when he may go to anywhere, and he may got to keep a hand in your pocket. The left hand. Because the left hand is like this. So what? They may stay the president. You won the election. But you still can just stomach the fact that everybody could not follow you. You can't stay lay with the fact that everybody could not be a sucker to you. Everybody must just support because we need to support Joe Biden. So every time we want to come on our platform to bully on our own platform for telling the truth. Yeah, you voted for a handicap now. He's the president. So what now? We will highlight this every day you come here to distract us. After talking the good things, after speaking, after giving information to our people, and we will update you about the fact that you voted for a man who is a handicap. A man who walking like this. Walking like he want to fall. People got to be behind you to hold him. You're not ashamed of yourself for bringing a sick man to the presidency, but you want to be bullying people, good people who made a good decision, not to support him. You should be ashamed of yourself. In fact, you guys should be apologizing to the Liberian people for giving them a sick president. How about that? How about we do that right now? How about we start that process? Start a process to start apologize to the Liberian people for giving them a handicapped president. So you will die first. Atheist will not die. Anybody can die. But as long as you continue to be a bully, we will give it to you. We'll give it to you hot. We'll give it to you with pepper and salt. We'll pour acid water on your soul so you can feel the pain more. Because some of you found pleasure in bullying people. If you try to bully us, we will bully you more. We know how to do it. And we have the platform, we have the intellect, we have the know-how to do it. But we try to do the right thing. We try to focus on issue. But some of you holums, ignoramus, will come here to distract us. I'm sorry, my good people. Sometimes I just have to do this. Some of these people, they don't deserve anything good. I'm just being honest. Some of these people, they don't deserve anything good because they don't know any good. You won an election. You should be happy. When you voted for a sick man to be president of our country, by virtue of democracy, you have your will. So what else do you want? So nobody else to live? Or nobody else to talk about politics? Nobody else to say anything about Liberia simply because they didn't support Joseph Boakai? Then you want to come be telling us, oh, Joseph Boakai stay sick? Joseph Boakai stay in the hospital? Yeah, the man is sick. I hope I made myself clear to all of you. You voted for a sick man. You give us handicapped president. You give us a man who one hand going to be in his pocket through all now until he gets better. And you will live with it. So all of us now better start the process of apologizing to the Liberian people for giving them a sick man and a handicap. You want to talk about good thing? Come here, we'll give it to you. You want information? Come, we'll give it to you. You want good news? Come, we'll give it to you. But if you come here to act like you stupid, and you want us to be talking about stupid stuff, we'll also give it to you. They play for everybody. The people that are stupid, they get the stupid information. The good people get good information. Mr. Ben, don't know how you doing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Why
you
you why
causing
you laughing at that, my man?
people that voted for Baga, right?
Huh?
You causing 2 million people.
There are not 2 million people voted for Baga, my man. That 800 people that voted for Baga. You need to kind of apologize to all.
But what we apologizing for?
Because y'all giving us handicap president.
We don't give you we don't give you handicap.
But why are you telling them to put your other hand in your pocket?
Huh?
Why are you telling the other man to put your left hand in your pocket? You can't put it out.
Let me tell you, Joseph Baga here, go back to Ellen Johnson.
My man, I'm not going back to Ellen Johnson. They weren't happy that before the election.
Ellen Johnson said he can start abusing people. Joseph Baga.
I'm not abusing nobody. Let me tell you something, Mr. Denoir. Every time I'm talking here, I'm not talking about everybody that voted for Joseph Baga. I'm talking about the people there, the stupid people there who keep coming instead of listening to good news to be informing, asking us, is Joseph Baga stay sick? Is Joseph Baga stay in the hospital? Why should you be talking about that? If you love Joseph Baga, you should be talking about good news.
You know why they asking you the question? Because you brought a question upon yourself. Don't be abusing us.
No, but because the question I brought upon myself, the man, it was now a fake story. It was a fact that the man was in the hospital. They know that. You know that. Everybody knows that. So the man in the hospital, they're trying to Alex to come question us if they say we were lying. So if they come here, they listen to good news, we'll get in the good news. Then we finish with the good news. All the other ones that are asking the question, they're not all Joseph Baga supporters, they're not everybody that voted for Joseph Baga. But people there who come and ask us stupid question, asking as if the Joseph Baga stay in the hospital. When they see the man in Washington D.C. having an interview on VOA, then you asking me whether the man is in the hospital. That tells me that you are stupid. That tells me that you don't like Joseph Baga. That tells me that you don't like good news about Joseph Baga. Joseph Baga just had a very beautiful interview. You should be talking about that. We should be talking about detail in that interview. What is good for Liberia, some of the challenges that they may talk about, and some of the promises that he's making. And it is very good. It's a good promise of Joseph Baga to say, you know what, me, myself, and everybody else in my government will declare their asset. That's a good news, right? And it's also a good news for Joseph Baga to say we will audit, because a lot of people thinking that Joseph Baga will not audit the outgoing government because it may lead to some people in his inner circle. Now the man is telling you we will do it. Isn't that a welcoming news? It is. Instead of you focusing on that, talking about those good things that the man is talking about, but you are there asking whether the man is in the hospital. So we'll tell you exactly what happened to the man.
Okay, then now you don't supposed to use the adjective you're using.
Oh,
everybody.
Not everybody. I use it on the stupid people. Not everybody.
Okay.
Not everybody that voted for Joseph Baga. I'm talking about people who stay talking about the same sickness.
Okay, it is your responsibility now to able to tell us or to tell the Liberian people, because you say everybody that supported Joseph Baga, neither those the people that didn't support him, about 2 million people voted for Joseph.
Not 2 million people voted for Joseph Baga. Stop that. 2 million. No. Stop the deception. No 2 million people voted for Joseph Baga. 800,000 people voted for Joseph Baga.
Okay.
Through all the vote. Not even 1 million. So don't say 2 million.
People voted for Joseph Baga.
Yeah.
Tell them, if I were you, Sekou, I was going to tell them, say, I made those statements so that when Joseph Baga went, for him to come out, for us, we the Liberians that voted for their president, to come out and say, yes, Sekou was the one that pushed the button and Joseph Baga got out. If you say it that way, back Sekou, but the way you can be mad of that.
No, I'm going to be mad. I can be talking anything. I'm not mad.
Sometimes you can't talk. Sometimes when you're talking, you just put it out there, you lose it. Explain to the people, it was Sekou that pushed the button.
I don't want Joseph Baga to go out to go to the public. We the one that smoked Joseph Baga from the hideout. My man, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. It's okay now. Thank you so much. No, I gotta go now. I'm over here 3 hours now. 3 hours now. No. I can't go, my man. You came late.
stupid. You give us,
how
do you call it?
handicap president.
Handicap president, you will stick with him for
Yeah, no problem.
you work for 12 years.
And we'll support the man. We don't want the man to succeed. We'll support the man, but that does not negate the fact that he's a handicap. But thank you so much. So, folks, thank you guys, man. You know, the people then they can meet me to say things then I don't want to say. But sometimes it's okay. You know, that guy why I say I should block. I will not block him. That Ruben Cooper, I will not block him. He may say, he can even speak good English. You want to talk about me, I can speak good English. But you here listening to me. You see how dumb you are? Me, I'm speaking to the Liberian people there. And I'm speaking the English that they can understand. Enough for you people there. You people that can speak your Siri or Ibanish, all kind of thing there what you're thinking about. They show enough for you. They show for the real people then, the regular Liberian people. Some of them that never even watch YouTube their life. Some of them that don't even know how to speak the regular Liberian English that the people we're talking to. When I go to my job, when I serve in corporate America, when I'm having meeting with presidents of companies and big institutions, when I go to meet government officials, I know how to talk to them. And when I'm talking to Liberian people, especially some of the dummy like you, that don't understand good English, that have comprehension problem, I got to speak to your level. That's the only problem. So some of the people that they need help, you shouldn't tell me to block them. Some of them, they don't understand anything. They don't read right. You know, let me tell you something. Anytime you see these people attacking me personally, that means they have lost the debate. They got nothing to argue about. They are intellectually bankrupt. Nothing up there. They are not educated. We see them resorting to English. You don't speak English. They're trying to say you Maningo man. Like tribalism they're trying to bring. They know I speak better English than most of them, not even all of them. They know that I'm educated than most of them, if not all of them. But it was, in other words, to say you Maningo man, just be quiet. That's what they say. You even speak good English because that's the notion in Liberia. So when Maningo people come from Guinea, they don't speak English. That's the notion in Liberia. They say, oh, Pele people, they're stupid. That's the notion, oh, you know, pass up, get there, they do this, they do this. Those stereotypes, that's what they used to come here. They think that they can get under my skin. No, you can't get under my skin because you are not smart enough. You are not intelligent. You are not educated. See the point? I'm not taking your over. You will be here. All the stupid people will be here and I teach them how to think right, how to be human being. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? I'm about to leave now.
McDonald from Minnesota.
McDonald from Nyakwe, how are you?
I'm doing good. My man, I just want to give you a little advice.
Don't come to advise me, man.
No. Actually, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Just talk your don't advise me. The advice I want you to make, go advise your Joseph Baga supporter then to stop talking about the mental health. We already passed that now. Joseph Baga came here for 10 days, was in a hospital. Everything they were doing, we reported, hey, the man is out now. They should forget about that and follow what the man is doing. If they're going to come here to distract us, we'll give them the information they want.
Can I please?
Go ahead.
And I is what you are saying. What I want to tell you is the amount of guys you'll be distracted, brother.
No, I will not be distracted. You know what I can talk about then? I can talk all my good things first. I will get all the information first. I will get everything that the group will need to hear. They need to know. Then after that, then the stupid one them two in the section will come go to the end of the show. They are got to give it to them.
So it is very good for you to respond to inner circle of Joseph Waka. Now all the you respond to.
No, but Joseph Waka inner circle should be telling the Baplane and not to be charging stupid. That's the point. Yeah. Joseph Waka need to tell the people say election is over. No more campaigning. Campaign is over. People that voted for me, that people that supported me, they don't supported me. I'm president for everybody. Joseph Waka will be saying that. Yeah, but we can't get better Liberia when one portion of Liberian thinking that they are more Liberian than other people. That everybody else that never supported Joseph Baga, they're not Liberian. They are less of a Liberian. all the people that voted for Joseph Walker are the real Liberian, are the one that got the right to talk about Liberia, to put their money in Liberia business. So when they program with that stupid notion, we got to educate them. Yeah, but they think they're more Liberian than other people that never supported Joseph Walker.
They're no citizens, they're no UPs, we're all Liberians.
I hope they can understand that. I mean, the thing is, this is our platform, right? We come here to discuss the issue. If they come here, they want to distract, oh, give it to them the way they want it.
This is president for Liberia. The good news here,
stupid people.
To audit the government.
That's a good news. But they don't want that. They don't want us to talk about that. They want us to talk about Joseph Walker's health. They want me to tell them how Joseph Walker can walk. They want me to tell them how Joseph Walker's hand can be in the pocket now. Moving forward.
And we want a good leadership in our government. We want a good leadership. That's the most important circle.
Yeah, that's true. That's very important. That's true. But let me tell you, McDonald, let me tell you, you've been following me when I used to be on the cell phone, right?
Yeah.
You have supported SKTV throughout. You know exactly who I am.
I know.
All the things that I'm talking, things I'm angry. I'm not angry for a second. It's just that so many people, when they come, they may behave. After we have done with the show, give the people the real information. Then the rest of the crazy people now who think they can just come on our own platform to bully or I can bully them, they either leave the platform, not to come back here, or they will learn to be good human beings that will come and follow. No. But I can't lose focus, my man. The show finished. That's why we can take the good chunk of the time to discuss all the good issues, all the information. That's why I can't even read the comment when I'm talking. But after the show, before I leave, whether it takes me another 30 minutes, another 1 hour for the stupid people section, I got to do that for them. Yeah.
Okay, so we're having we're going to get a government and someone they'll do this, they'll do
that. We love it. We love it. But no, I'm not angry. I'll never be angry. When I'm angry, I'll shut the show off.
No accountability. We need government out get accountability people.
Yeah. No, the father Joseph Walker said himself we gave his, or declare his asset, and then he said that audit is not going to be witch hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes. I want to see that. But my man, I gotta go, man. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you too. Hello. 443 number. I gotta go now, though. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. What is your name and where are you calling from? We're leaving now.
I'm calling from Maryland, USA.
Okay, Maryland, USA. Go ahead. Welcome.
Thank you for the show. Thank you. My man, I can always let you do. Nobody pray for Bishop Bakan death.
I know that.
But nobody wants Bishop Bakan to that. This is our personal belief, and we are all worried to know what we want and what was happening to him. I guess we have to work for everything for 2 hours a day, and finally for everybody saw me now.
Yeah.
The men are saying nothing happening to the devil. At the end of the day, the things people lying and the men are saying. You see? So as you said, don't listen to me back then. So they are listening to Manateli. He said that they are good at setting yourself. So he has set another record. They have invested or Henry president. Yes, this is the record that they are good at setting. So whether you have a staff, you can just go and do the Liberia people well. Our people are willing to do that too. Thank God you already see all the international partners, so there is nothing there.
So you said Liberia set new record by electing a handicap president?
Oh, when I ran the day, the deal was fixed, and they went to elect him. So the same man said Liberia good at setting records. So someone has said they could to elect a handicap president. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Well, the message a new record we just set again as Liberians. We will leave it there for today. So yes, if you are here, please follow, like, and subscribe to SKTV LRB, SKTV Liberia. I want to say thank you to all of you. We appreciate your time, and we'll be here again tomorrow. Thank you all. We love you and be blessed. And thank you all for actually helping us with small things to give it to our people. Then all the people in the ceremony, they not call their name, but please, those of you who have not done it and we are here to do it, please. Tomorrow we'll still be here. Tomorrow at Christmas Eve. We didn't get tomorrow now, so you'll try to do something. Okay? Thank you so much. Those that did it, we appreciate you so much.